Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy time zone, everybody. This is Road to Dusk. You can call me Road, Dusk, anything that you would call a friend. Normally, my repertoire is being a dream usherer, focusing on sleep, dreams, and the imagination to help create a positive environment for being vulnerable, doing whatever necessary to just have fun and introspect. But today, I have a bunch of company. You guys can't hear them right now just because uh, everything has been scrambling to all heck. So, not everyone has their info set up quite yet, but I am. Unfortunately, you see the video up here with Morg's info from like our previous uh, thing, but we should have. There we go. Oh, that is way too fast. Why is that so fast? Dag nabbit. Let's have that be way slower. I was not able to get this thing to create the video right. This is what happens when you are on a time crunch, guys.
Hey, listen!
Oh, goodness gracious. Taki's Lover, thanks so much for the follow. Unfortunately, please bear with the video with this, with showing everyone's character stats. I will try to see.
Listen!
Oh, Zega, thanks so much for the 2 months subscription. Let me see if there's a way that I can better just make the video a bit better. But without any further delay stalling, because my brain is just burr and concerned as all flip, we will be editing this through the course of everything going on. But let me undeafen and let everyone be able to introduce their characters before we get into the nitty gritty. Boo. E. Wait, how do I do that? Because I don't know how to change someone else's reactive in Fuji. Yes. Ah. Ah, I see. Well, I gotta save that. So, I guess while we're doing some last minute bits, I guess before we start getting into the campaign proper, do people want to introduce their characters? And Celine, also, since you are the maestra, what do you want to do? I just realized that everyone was muted on the stream on my end.
Oh dear.
Well done.
Well
So
done.
okay,
Actually, I have to
Lier,
reload that.
Harmony, Kara, and Flowerpot are gonna have to go through their spiel again.
Oh
It's
dear.
fine.
Oh no.
I'm
And
sorry.
don't drag me in your introduction again.
All right. Yeah. Let's go
I'm
down
so
the list
sorry.
again. Lier.
Okay. Line. I'm just kidding.
Just tell us a little bit
Hello.
about yourself, Lier.
I am Lier, rock horror extraordinaire. One of the best bard in multiple dimensions, and one to always satisfy. You'll find me on many apparitions, but I'm usually the one taking the spotlight. But I'm reliable to those I want to aid. So hopefully you get on my good side. See ya.
All right. Thank you for that, Lier. All right, Karase, please head us up next.
My name is Karase. Me and my sister were half elven. We've grown up with difficulties, but I have risen to the peak of my profession. I get people to give me what I want them to give me, just by talking to them.
All right. And with that rather straightforward introduction, let's move over to Harmony.
I'm sorry. Hello, I'm Harmony. I am a paladin by trade. Didn't used to be. I used to get into scraps in back alleys. These days I'm bailing out my overzealous sister. Hopefully one day maybe she can learn to keep her hands out of pockets that don't belong.
Well, a little bit more of the dynamic with that one. I appreciate it.
Sticky fingers.
All right, Flowerpot, please do us the favor of introducing yourself again with that lovely accent.
No worries, no worries. Hello everyone. My name is Pot. I do a lot of tinkering and discovering. Can't wait to go on this amazing adventure.
All right. And let's see here. So we've still got Zay and
Hans.
so let's move on to Zay here.
Ooh.
My name is Zay. I'm a Warforged construct. Ancient little design, and I am. How should I put it? Just to clarify, oh, uh, I'm a keeper of history and preserver of artifacts and events, an archaeologist, if you will. I have also ordained as a druid of the Circle of Spores, as they're the ones who've woken me up during my many years of rest and sleep due to my old home suffering the catastrophic events of a volcano. So they dug me out of the ground, woke me up, helped me out to understand what's going on, and I'm here to explore the rest of the world and see what has changed over these years and learn more about the culture and studies of the world around.
Well, I'm glad you decided not to sound like a dial-up modem for that introduction. Thank you.
With a politely bite me.
Oh
I,
my, Sega.
Dear
You
God,
know
that's
you're one
racist.
of the few I might actually take you up on.
Eep.
Oh boy.
No, no.
Oh,
And last but certainly not least, Rode, please introduce your character.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Lance. I am but a simple man for most of the time, but unfortunately, right now I am away from home. I tend to an orphanage with my lovely partner, but at the moment we are consensually separated. Not in that way. Everything's fine, but I'm having to do some very serious errands that I did not expect. So, all of these folks here that I'm going to encounter eventually are going to be strangers to me. But that just makes for all the more interesting adventure now, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
well, you know what they say. A stranger is a friend you haven't met yet.
Very
He sounds
true.
kind
Well, a customer hasn't bought things yet. What?
The stranger's just a customer who hasn't bought anything yet. I approve.
Oh yeah, I can see
Want
that.
to make money?
Well, it greases the wheels of the economy.
That
And,
it do. Gotta put carrots on the table.
yep. So with that, let's see, how do I want to swing this here? Sorry, folks. I'm full
Both ways.
disclosure. I am also possibly coming down with something, so
Oh no.
my head might not be running quite as fast as my mouth does right now, and I apologize for that. So each of you has separately encountered a little bit of a problem. Your door, despite being completely open, doesn't seem to have your room inside. It has a big golden glowing field. And, you know, you're all the inquisitive sort, but boy, that doesn't seem like what you normally expect when you open your door. But, you know, it's getting late. You guys need to go in. So, Karisai, Harmony, let's start with you two. Glowing door, what are you doing?
Care? Why is our door glowing?
I don't know. But we should probably just go through. Don't.
I disagree. I disagree strongly.
Trust me. You don't want to ask any questions right now. We probably want to go.
No, I
Leave
think
with
what we're
Hagrid.
going to do is we're going to call the town guard, and we're going to figure out why the door is glowing.
You shouldn't call them.
No,
Please.
you know what? I'm going to go do that very thing right now. You stay here. You make sure. I don't know. It doesn't change, I suppose.
I'm gonna walk through the door.
You
Uh,
better not.
What are you gonna do about it?
Fine,
Go on.
then I'm coming with you to make sure you're safe.
You want to take another toe?
Too
That was
soon.
incredibly rude.
No.
Way too soon.
Ooh. Toe.
I'm not sure what to make of
What?
that, other than I'm
The
guessing the two
tone.
of you are just walking through the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's impetuously going through, and she's coming with just to make sure she's safe, basically. What a mess.
All right.
Mm.
So the two of you slip through the glowing golden door. All right, Flowerpot, you've got a glowing field of some sort where your door's supposed to be. How are you handling this?
Well, due to the nature of Flowerpot, what she would probably do is not pay attention, was probably tinkering with something or reading a book, and just walked through.
Fair enough. Make a dexterity save for me.
Uh-oh.
We're already rolling the dice.
Let's go.
Excitement. Second.
Oh dear.
I need better setup. Dexterity saving throw. Okay, so it's a d20, right?
Yes, d20, add your dexterity, and if you're proficient in it, add your dexterity bonus.
Woohoo! Oh, guess you got a natural 20.
Hey, yo!
That's
Okay.
Nat 20 for
It's
your
only
first
gonna
roll. Holy
It's only
shit.
gonna go downhill from here.
I know, right?
Pretty much. So, you walk through a great glowing mist without even really noticing. However, you do get quite lucky and manage to avoid bruising your nose on the paladin that is immediately on the other side of what apparently was a portal to another world. Standing right next to the paladin is a significantly less cross-looking bard.
What are you doing in my house? Wait,
I'm
who
definitely.
am I?
I don't believe this is, well, this isn't our home either, so. See what
Nope.
got us into, Care.
Well,
What you see
holy.
what you see instead is a room with walls made of dark wood. Glowing rectangular portals, similar to the ones that you just stepped through, are hanging all around the room. Various creatures in various forms are wandering through at their own pace and in their own way. And many of them seem just as shocked as you to be in this area. The room itself forms a rather regular hexagon, and on one end of the room is a podium, in front of which stands what seems to be. You'd almost guess she was some sort of cleric or librarian. It's hard to tell from her outfit and long flowing hair, but the demeanor is definitely someone who really doesn't want to be here. And so, along with that, with that scene set, though, let's see, who else do we have to get into the scene here?
Beep boop. Beep boop.
All right, you can go next.
No, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't know
Cough.
who else is next.
Cough.
I know. Subtle coughing of grinding of gears.
Yes.
Okay, Lier, interdimensional wanderer, you have wandered into an area where there is now a glowing rectangle, as well as what appears to be a warforged going beep boop, beep boop.
Wasn't intending that, but all right. I'll work with it. Oh,
Are you
God damn it.
defective or something? People like
No.
you don't usually just go beep boop, you know?
You'd be
Mother.
surprised.
Wait, is he in the room with us?
No, Lier and Zega are in a different place,
Okay.
having not gone through their portal yet.
Okay, gotcha.
I believe I was attempting to sing or hum. I suppose you would call it.
Well, I could help you with that. I know something about certain types of people's vocal cords. But in any case, Hey, what's over there?
Huh? Johnny,
Hmm.
do I do an insight check on whether or not they're trying to deceive me?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do I do that?
So insight would be wisdom based. If you roll a
Okay.
d20, add your wisdom modifier, and if you're proficient, add in your proficiency.
Cool. Road.
In my
Oh,
area, I do see a door, right? Somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big glowing rectangle where a door would normally be.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I rolled a 14, and
14.
yeah, but and my wisdom is +4. Hold on.
I'm just saying
Plus
I'm
4.
not. Listen, I'm giving up right
So,
away, and I'm
I
just
got
saying
18.
that I'm giving up right away and being genuinely distracted.
Oh, okay. So you were basically going squirrel. Oh,
I mean, if by
That's
squirrel
kinda-
you mean
Okay.
giant glowing thing where a door is supposed to be.
I'm sorry, but I'm
Oh.
a bit offended. Don't patronize me.
Don't buy my
I'm
goods.
I'm a robot. I'm going to take you literally. It's
Yeah. No. Okay, calm down now. I'm looking at the big glowing door. Yes. What I think is to be a door.
I've seen those before. Hey, what's your name?
Z
Z.
3UA.
Good. Come on.
I'm grabbing you by the wrist and gently trying to pull you in as I walk through.
How much strength do you got? If anything, I probably just
Your
struck
insight
me.
has showed you that this probably is someone who's going to find interesting and new things. Given
Okay.
your whole purpose right now is to explore the world and understand it better, this might not actually be out of line with your current mission.
I love how you counteract my ADHD moment. Okay. It was so goddamn beautiful and smooth and like, oh, okay. I'm just like, wow, that felt like such an autistic head hold. It's like, yep, okay, it's come with me. Okay, I won't stop. I won't ask questions. I'm good. I'm
and
good.
you'll be.
Okay.
Yes, I'm like, yeah, RP wise, yes. Oh, all right. I follow along. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Okay. And the two of you come out in the same room, a little ways across from where the Lapin and the two half-elves are standing. All right, and then we have one more to bring in. So, Lance, is it
Yes.
currently?
Yes.
Okay. So, Lance, you're staring at the door to your chambers. There's some important documents on the other side, and you're not entirely certain there's another way in. What are you doing here?
I'm going to see if can I do like a check to see if I can recognize the kind of magic or what? Because I'm seeing like the yellow glowy shit, right?
Yeah, if you want to make an Arcana check, go right ahead.
Let's go. 16.
Well, it's definitely some magic. Something along these lines looks more like a portal of some sort than it does a disintegration field or something terrifyingly dangerous. But you're not entirely certain you'll come out inside of your room if you walk through that.
It's abjuration magic.
Can I poke my head through and nothing else to see if there's anything that I can see on the other side?
Yeah, you can try.
Get
Make
sucked
a
in.
dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
shit.
Let's go. Oh fuck. A 9.
Oh yes.
It would have been worse if it was a nat 1.
So, you start peeking your head in, and you get your head there, and then your shoulders just happen to tap the field. and it pulls you off balance just far enough to cause you to tip head over tea kettle into the other side. And everybody in the room is now staring at you as you just tumble into this scene.
That was a graceful entrance, wasn't it?
Well, I would guess so. Where in the hells am I?
I don't know, but all I know is I need to get back. I have customers waiting.
Harmony puts her handle on her sword. Who are you and why did you bring us here?
Whoa, 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 hold on. I didn't do anything. Lance says, like, his hands up, like, no, hold on. I am...
Not you. Not you. The person behind the podium who looks rather smug.
Oh, I didn't even notice you.
I'd
Well,
rather
I
not
can't
deal-
expect most of you would. Everyone take a seat. Now, please.
All right, mother.
As for...
So demanding.
I mean, I suppose I don't have to have you sitting for this, although I suspect most of you will want to. Sitting down seems to be how most people take news that isn't convenient.
I would like to stride right up to her.
Oh no.
All right, so you're approaching the podium?
Care, you don't know if she's dangerous or not. Keep your distance.
Can I
All right.
clarify?
No, if I'm
Uh,
paying, not.
Okay,
Are we
so
all?
are you actually standing up onto the stage, or are you just getting up closer?
Yeah, I'm walking up right next to her.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
11.
Okay, make a dexterity save.
That is going to be a 14.
Ooh.
Okay, you managed to stop just short of breaking your nose on what appears to be a very invisible and very tangible barrier.
Hmm.
Oh, that's nice and friendly, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, you didn't expect they were going to put me here and just let me be assaulted, did you?
Assault!
No, I
I'm
assure you.
sorry, what?
I just wanted to give a friendly greeting.
It's illegal.
Illegal.
Yes, I'm sure it would have been a very friendly greeting with how fast you were striding up here. Now, if you were all done horsing around, as you can see, there are not currently any exits to this room. This is because you should all be aware of what you've gotten into. Today, we are going to play a little game.
Oh, I don't have
This-
time for games.
Don't worry. Once the game is over, you'll be returned to the place where and time where you originally were brought here from.
I would
Aw.
like to be not taken back to the time that I was originally came from.
Well, win the game and perhaps we can discuss that. But I'm not the one who makes that decision. I'm just here to tell you the rules and hopefully not get anyone killed in the process. Can we all agree to that? No, like getting rowdy here before I've finished explaining what's going on?
You have 5 minutes to explain. She puts her sword back in her scabbard.
I apologize.
Down.
I'm just not sure. Is everyone gone through the magical door, or is it you guys still trying to figure out how to get through the magical door at this point?
No, we've all gone through the
Yeah,
magical
we've all
door.
gone through. We're all in the same area.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry. I'm right next to you. I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy.
Okay, thank you. You hold my hand. I'm like, oh,
Yes,
I'm not
yes.
sure. I don't have high intelligence on my sheet.
Good. That'll make things easier for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize for my outpouring.
What are
All
you
right.
apologizing for?
Sorry,
you're
was
talking
somebody
to us.
apologizing in character or was somebody apologizing out of character?
I was apologizing in character for my sister.
Mm.
Annoyed,
All
she
right.
just tears her down and sits her into the chair. Come on now.
Yeah, you guys sit down next to what appear to be some sort of lizard creatures. There's a lot of stuff going on in the room as creatures from various origins start shuffling around and just getting into position. So, having ended up here, none of you will be able to leave until the game is over. The game itself is a game of survival. You'll be split up into different teams. I encourage each of you to find your teammates as quickly as you can manage. These teams will be competing for 4 different tokens. If you fail to acquire your token within a day, you will be eliminated. If you are killed by something, you will also be eliminated, whether that something is one of the other players or one of the various hazards along the road. Acquire those 4 tokens and head to the center of this arena, and you will be able to unlock the reward area. So, this will simply be a fairly quick test and game for you. Those of you who are found worthy will find a reward at the end. Those of you who don't, well, elimination is always an option.
Clarify what you mean by elimination.
You notice she's like turning around and almost seems to be conversing with somebody that nobody can see. Her voice, which had originally been filling the room, is suddenly dead silent. Unfortunately, I'm not able to expand on what elimination means. It seems to be part of the rules of the game. Again, I'm brought here because apparently my voice is a little more soothing than the ear-bleeding rumble of thunder and screeches of lightning.
It just yells out, "Everybody think that elimination is death and you'll be fine."
May I raise my hand and speak up?
Yeah.
So just to clarify, yes, I'm calculating out. You want us all six of us to split up in teams of 4 and to find 4 tokens? No.
We
It's
have
more than
4
6.
teams of 6 people. Each of you will be competing for the same tokens in different regions.
Okay, right.
Now,
So then we're.
why are we doing this? This all seems sketchy.
Like,
Agree.
if this is
Hold on,
something to where specific people have been pulled in for a purpose, then what purposes have led to us being chosen?
She turns around, once again conversing with this figure that nobody can see or hear, and turns back again. Apparently, you were sufficiently interesting. And that's all the information I've been given on this. Don't press me further.
I'm going to agree. Sketchy. And I know sketchy.
Sorry, I
let's
couldn't
cut her-
quite hear that, Cross.
I said I'm going to go ahead and agree here and say sketchy. And I know sketchy.
Well,
I
I
think we
don't
have much of a choice, do we?
Doesn't seem that way.
I mean, you can volunteer for elimination if you really desire.
And since we don't know what elimination is, it kind of pushes us towards doing your game.
Also kind of yells out, "Well, people just think that she's also been dragged here for no other reason. So let's cut her some slack."
Thank you. I like this one.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I apologize for my brashness.
They probably just like the rest of us. Anyways, continue on, person that looks like a librarian for some reason.
Yes, thank you. Any rate, and she just taps on the podium a couple of times. The team rosters are listed in the back. Feel free to team up, get ready. You'll be teleported to the appropriate arena once everybody has assembled and is prepared. And with that, she turns around and simply vanishes into thin air.
I start pointing fingers.
You points at the robot. You points at the sketchy as fuck elf. You points at the elf that knows the sketchy elf. Points at the bunny because it's adorable, and points
at the other person because
Well, Harmony's in full
why
armor.
not?
She's a
Yes.
fully armored paladin.
Yes. I point to each one of you because you look interesting in the moment.
I don't know if we have a choice. She said our rosters are over there.
Yeah, we should probably go read that.
My
Nice.
guess is that, if I may, I believe that since all 6 of us arrived here together, then
We didn't arrive here.
assuming-
You and me arrived here together.
we did.
I don't know when they arrived.
That is
Yes,
a weird
but we're all in the
assumption.
same vicinity as each other, so logically
I'm
speaking,
gonna go look at the paper while they're talking.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
5
go look at the
tables
paper
over.
as well.
We are going. I'm
They kind of
Alright.
all
to the
move
paper.
that way.
Yeah,
yeah, I'll go to the paper as well.
go for the papers. Everyone's just clamoring.
Mhm.
Can I ask which one of these people looks like they might have the most money?
Well,
Um,
are you asking about specifically within your party, or are you asking about in the room at large? Because there are 24 people in the room at large.
In my party.
Who in your party looks like they'd have the most money?
Completely
Well, I mean, the rabbit probably has access to quite a few things. Lier, you're not certain you want to stick your hand into one of these bags that has eyes and a mouth on it. Say definitely looks weird. You're not entirely certain if it carries mushrooms or currency.
Oh, I should
Um,
probably put my character sheet into the
Hey,
one
Lexi.
page. Whoops.
So what
And I'm assuming you're not planning on looting your sister. So that would leave Lance, who does seem moderately well off, especially, relative to some of the other people in the room.
gathering around this sheet, while I'm in close proximity with him, I'm gonna do what I do.
Could I pretend I'm keeping my eye on the sketchy fuck, or no?
I mean, hey, you do whatever you like. If you want to make a perception check to try and
You know
see
what?
if she's
Fair.
up to something,
Yeah,
go right ahead.
I will say, as I have gone up to look at the roster, I am a little
Girl.
alert, so I do have my hand on the guard, near the guard of my dagger.
Permission to be excited.
You know what? Granted, I'll allow you excitement this one time, but only because we're on stream.
Not 20, baby. Let's go.
I gotta,
I was
So-
rolling since earlier to check my luck today, and apparently it's good.
E.
Oh my
Well, there we
goodness.
go. All right, so Lance, go ahead and roll perception, and I guess let's hear what you're planning to do, Kara.
so I'm looking for any way I might be able to get something off of him.
Well, my perception's a 21.
Well, I rolled a 9 on sleight of hand, so
Okay, so two of you notice as Kara does this, and actually, whose passive perception is over 9? It should be the entire party,
Yeah,
right?
my passive perception's
Yeah.
a 14, but my rolled
Mine's
perception is a 21.
Yeah, mine's 11.
Yeah, my passive is
Do
also
I-
11, but I rolled an
Yeah,
20,
mine's. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, mine's.
so
But wait, was I supposed to do any rolls?
That's if
No.
you
No.
wanted to.
if you wanted to be actively watching, you could, but your passive perception is probably high enough for you to see. As Kara walks over and drapes a casual hand across Lance's shoulders, and the other hand seems to just kind of try to discreetly slip into one of his pockets.
The one hand that is on my dagger, just comes up, bap the hand that's going to my pocket like a doting father, ah.
And Harmony takes her hand and pulls her back. What are you doing? I don't have sway with these people. I can't bail you out like I do at home. Behave
Chuckles.
yourself.
he's kind of cute. That's all.
telling you, I got the list here. It has the following names. I don't remember everyone's names off the top of my head.
Zay,
Zai,
Karase, Harmony.
Karosei, Harmony.
Fucking love the accent.
Well, at least we're together.
Lier, but it looks like it's probably a typo on Liar.
Loyola?
Hey, don't slander my name. It's Lier. Pronunciation varied.
Oh, got it. Loyola, got it. Got it.
Do you pronounce it Froderick?
Do what now?
And Lance is the last name on the list.
Oh, and Lorne. Looks like we all of us, all together.
I think I remember a Lance 3 years ago.
Harmony rolls her eyes and she's like, "Oh, wonderful."
Lance isn't
Look,
too.
Look,
Isn't too
Missy,
bad of a
culture
name.
attitude. We're gonna get through this and figure out what's going on. We'll have to work together. I'm not happy about it either, but I
No.
can do without the sass.
It's fine. I'll keep you all protected. Just don't do anything stupid, all right?
Oh,
Well,
I'll
you should
do my
probably tell
best.
that one that.
Points at what's the name again?
Karase.
Uh,
The one that tried to pick my pocket, that was Karase.
yeah.
She's
What's-
gripping her
what's-
shoulder very strongly.
Kind of points.
What's
Yes, I
her name
know.
again? Because, yeah, that one.
Yes, Karase, my sister.
Care.
My
Okay.
dear, dear sister.
I
You
have a
don't
few
say.
friends by the time this is all.
I
Alright,
believe we're
so-
maybe. We should. So we have our names of people. I do apologize for interrupting. I figured it's a good idea that because we have our names of people, and we need to figure out where we need to go and where our equipment is. I believe that they said they would provide for us.
Well, if we're going to be fighting together, we should know what each one of us can do. That's not me being rude, that's tactics.
Hey, that's true.
Oh,
That's true.
I have a decent control on people,
Kind of shrugs.
if that's any use to you.
Such a huge sigh coming from Harmony.
I mean, I can also terrify beasts, just in case.
I'm told I have a good sway on people too.
Oh, really?
Ah,
Only if they don't know you.
what's that supposed to mean, Harmy?
That means that if they know you, they know what tricks you're gonna pull, and it doesn't work as well.
I suppose I should go myself. I am. How should I put it? Sorry. Words are a bit easy sometimes, hard for the robot.
That's the only.
At the. Yes. Well, I believe my abilities are a mixture of summoning, the communion of spirits, location of objects, and the use of nature itself to inflict decisive and swift, levels between pain and death.
We have that in
believe-
common.
And I can also transform into any creature that I've seen or witnessed.
Oh. Okay, so he's one of those nature magic dudes.
Yes,
Very
I'm.
powerful. I like it.
Yes, I have been taught by the masters of life and death to commune with nature within those forms and to bring nature's wrath to those who will get in my way.
I dig it.
So you're a nature robot.
Yes, I am.
How does that work?
Well,
Don't be
if we're comf-
rude.
no,
I mean,
no.
I'm kind of curious
It's fair. How does an object of metal commune with that of nature? It's something I've come to learn since I woke up again, thanks to the elders of the spore. They helped teach me and help me with my memories and learning new things, understandings of the philosophies. there is something that people forget. Metal is just a part of nature, as the earth, the water, the sun, the moon, the stars.
No. I get that. Look, I'm an artificer, okay?
Uh-huh.
And you're a robot, come alive with magic. But how are you a druid? I mean, this, you would have to be... I just don't get it. It's fascinating, though.
Yes, I believe, from what I understand of the philosophies of the texts of the old knowledge, is that I am a construct that has been brought to life using the soul of another.
Somebody
Or at
disconnected.
least-
Yeah, we lost somebody.
It was
Uh-oh.
Kara.
Oh, Cross.
Oh, we lost Cross.
Keep going. I'm
Do
sure
I
they're
continue?
listening to the stream, maybe.
Alright. Yes, my construct had been brought about through manipulation of souls and such. Whatever happened, whoever I was before the construct, I'm not entirely sure. I would like to maybe figure that out one day through my travels. But the most I know is that I have served with due diligence and honor in the recording and preservation of the essence of history and the knowledge of history and knowledge, so it's not lost to the ages. And in doing so, but I believe it might have something to do with my soul regarding the connections of the intertwining metal and synthetic. I am a metal creature made of metal, yes, but I'm
You're
also
taking
synthetic.
a while. Sorry.
Yeah, you definitely like to hear yourself talk.
Okay,
Ooh.
let's. Everybody's
I
like
think
that
that's-
sometimes. Now, give me that.
I'm gonna
That
try and
might
snag
be-
the paper from the bunny.
Paper?
The
note, I
roster.
guess. The roster.
Oh,
Unless it's
gotcha.
just stuck to a wall.
Celine, check
No,
your
I'm
DMs,
holding it.
please.
One sec.
As for me, I tend to be quite well with a bow, although I've been told that in times of dire circumstance, I'm quite well with throwing a javelin or a spear into someone's face. Paling's not quite my forte, but if it works, it works.
Right,
Pretty
looks like we got
interesting.
quite a team.
I happen to be a paladin. I worship Sol. He's a sun god. We do our best to brighten the path of everyone that we come across. We try to do better ourselves and help others do better as well.
Uh-huh.
And I'll do my best to protect you all. I promise.
A paladin.
Alrighty.
Oh,
The creature, or the human, maybe elf at this point, who knows? Nobody saw the ears.
A short
Is
crop
kind
Yours are obvious.
no, but just cringing right now at the thought of at the mere mention of paladin. It's like, ugh.
Do you have a problem there, Lear?
yeah, paladins. Oh no, not too good terms with them.
Yeah, well, with the way I have to deal with my sister, I'm not too fond of bards either. I guess we'll just have to work it together, won't
come
we?
on. Not all bards are the same. In any case,
But you have a bit of a reputation, so...
what
Also, all
reputation?
paladins aren't the same.
Fair enough, I suppose. Also,
Look,
give
they
me
have
that.
documents from the church. Are you trying to take the paper from me?
Yes.
She hops away from you.
Yeah.
What?
And then you contested strength/acrobatics.
And I think it's sleight
No.
of hand against. No.
At this point, though, as you're just about to hop away, all of you notice the floor seems to have vanished.
Tries
God.
to jump,
Eric-
falls instead.
Oh god.
Oh,
Apparently, whatever it
Well-
is that's deciding whether or not you've had enough time to prepare has come to a conclusion. Those of you who are looking around rather than at somebody else specifically see similar portals open up underneath the other teams within the room, all of which seem to have gathered.
Time to go, I guess.
Well, Kara's gonna try to
What-
physically bring everyone together.
Brace for landing.
What about our
Okay.
equipment?
Yeah.
So your equipment is still on your bodies. The
Okay.
paladin pulls you all into a big group hug. And you feel like this little tumbling sensation as you drift for a moment. And then you're all standing on what appears to be a rocky field covered with a variety of different plants and mushrooms.
Can I just add one thing? Those who came in direct contact are now has an amount of drool on them.
But
Direct contact, I mean.
Is there,
Yeah.
how do we
Roll on
determine
everybody.
that?
How tightly were you against me?
I
No,
don't know. It was kind of
Just
forced.
drag people like within proximity, but not like squished together.
Probably just a splosh, like when you're thrown a pretty decently soaked sponge.
At
But
least I'm
it's
immune to most things, so
Yeah.
I should be safe.
Oh, don't worry. It's not acidic.
I wasn't thinking aesthetic, but
Well, that's gross. So, where are we now?
can
I
I
don't
get?
know.
Can I look around see if I can get a decent scope?
Yes, if you guys are done interrupting.
Ah,
Sorry.
So the rocky terrain seems to be covered in some sort of purplish mushroomy type thing. It's mostly little small pillars like stalagmites coming out of the ground. Looking around, you do see that the sky overhead is slightly cloudy, and there seem to be some sort of animals flying about up in the air. The terrain itself seems fairly flat, going out to a rather abrupt edge, probably 60 feet from where you guys are all starting. Past that edge seems to be some kind of flowing water, although it's not entirely clear whether that's water or some other liquid. So there doesn't seem to be any obvious shelter anywhere nearby. There does seem to be a slight ridge off to your left. But other than that slightly mountainous ridge, the rest of it seems to just be a littered field of various mushrooms and rocky uprisings from the ground.
interesting.
Kind of pokes the robot.
Okay,
Mhm.
what kind of mushroom is that?
I believe that is called a toadstool.
Okay, what about that one?
That is mycelium.
What about that one?
That is fungi.
What about that one?
I believe that one is called toad.
Harmony face palms.
So,
Does
are we gonna
anyone
get
want to
any sort of
actually, like-
hint or anything like that for the stupid game?
Yeah, I
I
think we're
haven't-
supposed to be looking for
if-
some kind of relic.
is there anything?
that relic.
Is there
Um,
anything regarding the fungus or anything else around that I find familiar?
Roll me a nature check. While you're doing that, as Flowerpot complains about the absolute lack of any sort of direction, a giant pillar of red light erupts from a place. If the ridge is on the north, this looks to be in your southeast. It's a pretty fair distance, though. None of you can see where it actually connects with the ground through all of the rocks and various maze-like structures.
So
That's
okay,
convenient.
we can't see it from here, like where the point of origin of that red pillar of light.
No, you can't see exactly where it is, but it goes high enough into the air that it'll give you a general direction to head.
Close enough for direction for you?
Okay. First order of business.
I go onto the ground and actually see if I can see like past some mushrooms to see if I can see any sort of token. Lear is thinking coin at the moment.
All right, roll an investigation check for me. And
do.
how did that nature roll turn out, Road?
7.
Okay,
Well, everyone.
so you are certain that the mushroom scholar is completely wrong about all of those names. You're not certain what these are, but they can't be that. That's not possible. And you are offended that he has tried to hoodwink you.
I am going to keep my mouth shut.
So I rolled. I have rolled S6.
Okay, so you start
While everyone is doing that, may I please cast one of my spells?
Sure, what spell are you thinking?
Locate object.
All right, what object are you trying to locate?
The token.
All right.
Just by name.
Remind me again, does the token need to have, or do you need to be familiar with this object in order to cast that spell, or do you just need a name for it?
I think you actually have to have seen it in the spell description.
Describe her name. I do not need to see it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep. The name and
You get
object.
bonuses the more familiar you are with the object in question.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The
Okay.
sense that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could probably roll
So-
a D100 for that percentage.
Do
Like,
your
no,
two.
that's-
If you have
fucking
physical
silly.
dice, do your 2d10s, the single and the double digit, and add them up.
Okay, so 2d10s, yes?
I don't think that's for you. I think that's Celine. Never mind. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
I don't know. I'm just trying to do something because every time I speak, I'm being talked over. So I figured I would use my spell and be useful.
Sorry.
It's a cat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, you are getting actually a fairly strong pull. However, it doesn't seem to be pulling directly to where that light is. It's actually off in a slightly different direction. So, again, if we're using the ridges north, this is kind of more due east rather than the southeast that the light is shining from. Lier, you were the one doing a search check, correct?
Yeah, and I just got a 6.
Yep. So you pick up a few rocks. They're mostly covered in some sort of fungus. You pick up some fungus. They're mostly covering rocks. And you get a big old whiff of some kind of spore. Take disadvantage on perception checks for the next minute.
Oh.
What the fuck is this?
That's what you get for putting your nose where it don't belong.
Oh, shut up. I'm just trying to search for whatever looks like a freaking coin or token.
Well, we're just gonna head towards that light. It seems obvious enough.
Hey, robot guy, can you help me out a bit? Where are you?
I'm over here. I'm trying to get your attention. I used the magic of nature and determined that it's not the light that's not where we need to go. We instead need to go over to the line. Which direction was it? We need to go to the east.
Well, lead on then.
Then follow me then.
I'm hanging on to the robot man. My eyes are itchy as hell.
I am.
Wait a second.
Oh.
Wait a second. Are these even my real eyes?
The-
Never mind. Question
Should
for
I-
another day.
Should I should I use mending to heal their eyes? Real quick?
Doesn't work like that.
fine.
I can do so with
Yeah,
I
leave
can
me
do that with
alone.
lay on hands.
I'll be fine.
Oh, quit being a baby. 1 point of lay on hands to cure the disease.
Nah.
Then let us be off and follow this path. Because I have a sinking suspicion that if there was one of the ideas that if there are 4 teams of 6 people, that light may not necessarily mean good. It may mean another team.
Or
So-
something dangerous that we should completely avoid. You're right. We should keep
Agreed.
moving
forward faster.
Harmony
Mhm.
looked around for Karase.
Um,
Cross.
yeah,
Wait.
you
Yeah,
don't
Cross.
see her. It's almost
Oh,
like she might not have made it through the portal or something.
Hell
well,
did
that's
that girl go?
On that subject, though, I need to take just a brief break in real life here, so I am going to
Yeah.
be right back.
Yeah.
Back
Rhoda, are
break.
you okay with putting up the BRB screen?
Yep.
Sounds good to
I
me.
can do
All right.
that.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
Who else is having fun? I'm having a lot of fun.
Oh my. Yeah.
It's been a bit chaotic.
Folks that have just hopped in, thanks so much for the raid. Yeah, it's just the be right back screen. But we are in a bit of like a cooling period. Everyone is just needing to hydrate and whatnot. But we are doing Dungeons and Dragons. For those that did not know me, hi, very nice to meet you. I am Road to Dusk. You can call me Road, Dusk, anything that you would call a friend. Currently, we're doing Dungeons and Dragons. My main thing that I tend to do is video games and drawing. The past few times you've seen me play things like Dot Hack, drawing characters for different Dungeons and Dragons stuff lately. We should be coming back soon-ish, so please stay tuned. Currently, we have quite a few interesting characters. We have Lier, a bard with asymmetrical hair, played by our friend Dogman. We have Karase, played by Captain Cross, who is AFK at the moment. We have Harmony, who is a paladin, played by Easily Bored. We have Lance, a ranger, played by myself. We have Zay Dimitri, a warforged druid, played by Zagamus. And we have Celine Heidelman as our DM, as well as Tiny Foxtrot as a Lupin or Haragon little artificer. Oh, I guess people are good to go now, so let me undeafen and let's bring the show back.
How would you like us to
And
because
the
I
show is
mean
back.
we're kind of all talking at once sometimes, and I know that can get
I've
me
noticed.
yeah. How would you prefer it as the GM to handle when we're gonna do things? Would you like us just to wait till you finish and then you call on us, or how would you like to do it?
Well, normally there's gaps, but there's no gaps to be had in this group.
Which
think
is
that's pretty fair.
why I'm trying to establish a system, and I'd like
Yeah.
Celine to choose because she is the DM.
Turn
Well,
based.
and that is a fair request. I mean, I guess I could go around and call on everybody individually. I tend to prefer not to do that because it slows things down and requires me
bit.
to remember everybody.
Actually,
What's up,
Hmm?
Dogman?
actually, now that you mention that, that is true. Honestly, it should be more up to us, the players, to be actually a bit more mindful of each other. I've actually had that problem early on when I was like still new to the game. I was being pretty rude and I was trying to always coin in when I shouldn't.
Right. I mean, at the
And
same time, let's like these are all really good points. At the same time, this is our
we
first
also
session
always
with
want
all of
to
us doing. This is the first
Hmm.
time that all of us have come together to do a session together, so we don't know the dynamic for all of us as a collective yet.
See, the
Mhm.
interesting thing is when we did this last time, we have 3 of the same players, and we didn't have this problem.
Because most of them didn't talk.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
I love how your
And-
character breaks.
And I did play a shy character too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
yeah,
have
everybody
first.
does seem to have a bit stronger personalities this time. So in terms of having normally what I would do in a tabletop session if we're having this issue is I'd have a token we can pass around. Unfortunately, that is very difficult for me to do with Discord without having like looked up any tool and do this.
Mm.
Oh! Ow! Somebody turned the camera on. Shit! Ow!
I'm
Sorry.
But
Fun
What's wrong?
fact. With my phone, if somebody
Uh-huh.
turns their camera on or starts sharing while I'm in a Discord call, it switches over from earpiece to speakerphone.
oof.
How?
So, with the ear that can still
sorry.
hear,
I'm sorry.
Well done.
it's okay. I'm not mad.
Well, those are squeaky noises.
Don't fucking judge me.
Don't touch me! Pick up the sock!
Oh, I love that so much.
Fuck yes!
You squeeze them and they squeak.
Like, we are so out of character right now.
Yeah.
Well, we are still on the BRB screen, I hope.
Not on
No.
my end.
Oh.
Yay.
Oh,
Fun
okay. A
time.
choice was made there. But- all right. So, Dogman, I appreciate the enthusiasm of turning your camera on to raise your hand. Do we want to try doing that? And I'll just call people in an arbitrary order from there.
Big
Honestly,
pile of
We.
I can't do that.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's that. I doubted anybody could do that. So I honestly wanted to do it for the comedy, but some visual and like aid of like raising hands, because I understand the thing that when you're at the table, an actual live table, people can raise their hands. They can do visual expressions to express how that they want to speak. But on the internet, it's really hard to do that.
Yeah.
True statement, but not helpful.
So maybe
Tiny, did you have something that you wanted to
text.
propose in terms of this?
You do. I was just, hearing everyone out. I think the best thing to do, if we're not trying to remember everyone's names, is just to assign everyone a number. And so we all have a number 1 through. There's how many of us? 6.
5 that are on the call at this point,
So
plus
1
the
through
DM.
5. Yeah. So 1 through 5, we each get a number, and Celine says a number, and that's the person who has actions.
That's one at a time, or there's also the thing that I could suggest. We get an in-chat.
I have an idea.
Text can be very useful because we can actually like write a little word to say that we want to talk.
So Dogman, I like the text idea in an abstract sense. I don't think that's going to work for tonight with the preparation that we've
I think
done.
next time we
Oh.
just do it roll 20.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I suppose we could do it through Roll20 or something like that next time. We'll have to take a look at those tools.
Yeah.
Next
Tiny-
time,
If I
there's
may.
next. Yay!
Tiny, I
may.
generally like the idea that you've given with having an initiative order, essentially,
I agree.
even if we're not in combat, because that will help us kind of keep things together. Sega, sorry, were you about to say something?
Mm-hmm. What I was going to propose is we do initiative check. Every time there's something happens, we do initiative on who goes first.
Well, that's going to be kind of slow. I'd
Kind
rather
of
just
like
have
that.
a fixed order I can cycle through, but
For each event, an initiative check is kind of smart.
Thank you.
Reaction time.
all right. Well, let's try it out and see what happens, I guess. Tiny, is that acceptable for you?
That works for me.
I do have
Oh.
one possible suggestion. Back in the old days of forum roleplay, we'd all have one person take one action. So, you would go, Lier, what's your action? Zega, what's your action? Harmony, so on and so forth.
By what now?
That way,
Okay.
everyone gets an equal amount of action economy, basically.
No.
So at
But
the end of your action, you name
Limitations.
somebody else, or
It would just move on to the next person, yes.
Limitations.
Look, we're figuring this out as we go.
I know that's it's a whole process we're going through, right? We should have been a little bit.
I understand that you wanted to play this as more of a traditional fun D&D game, and I get it. But because we can't see each other, we do not have the visual cues or any way that we can make this work in an orderly fashion, which is only going to get frustrating for Celine and for us when we're all trying to use something at the same time. So having an established order would probably be best right now, where we each just go in a turn. That way Celine knows who's going next, she can keep with the storytelling, and we can think of, our actions ahead of time, so it doesn't interrupt the flow of the story. It keeps it going, and it doesn't we're not frustrating each other. I know that's not the traditional way to do it, but I mean, we can't see each other.
And we did not really prepare for each other.
that's true. That's why I do like to try and do a session beforehand, but my schedule's been busy enough lately that I haven't been able to arrange anything. So sorry about that, guys. My bad.
No, you're fine.
Fine.
Yeah,
it's okay.
if I think Tiny's idea is at least worth trying out here. And as Easy's pointed out, it's worked in other media, so let's give it a go. Are you guys okay if I just arbitrarily assign the numbers?
Of course.
Sure.
That's fine with me.
Sure.
All right.
Alright.
Tiny, you'll be number 1.
Okay.
Road, you are number 2.
Okay.
Sega, 3. Easy, 4. And Dogman, you'll be 5.
Okay.
All right.
So, with that, so you guys are all, Tiny, you traveling along with Sega, who is currently kind of out in front and has the spell active, or is there something that you want to do while walking? What's you're up?
As of right now, I really don't have anything useful to do. That would help us find anything or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm just following at the moment until an opportunity arises, because I don't really have anything that's gonna help find anything.
That's fair. But you don't always have to. That's restored. Sometimes if you don't want to do any actions or any RP, you're more than welcome to kind of go, pass this to Con. You know what I mean?
Just following along. Totally fine. Number 2?
Okay, so yeah. So I'm kind of keeping towards the back of the marching order, just trying to keep eye on everything around us, making sure that we're not going to get ambushed.
Okay. Since you're actively looking, I'd like you to roll for perception.
Okay. Hold on. 17?
Okay. So you are definitely keeping a lookout as you're going through there. Number 3?
Oh, sorry, that's me. Well, well, since
it
I'm
down.
still using this, yeah, I know I need to. I'm just going numb, numb, numb on my food at the time as well.
Same.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, scene. I am. While we're traveling on the path, I would like the do a nature check and see what's around us, and with either nature or perception check to kind of like take in the surroundings and understand what is around us, life-wise or otherwise, so I have a better understanding of the nature of.
Roll me a nature check, please.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Now, what is that? That is a D20 or.
Yeah, that's a d20 plus your intelligence, and if you're proficient in nature, plus nature.
Okay, so.
Or plus proficiency, sorry.
Alright, D20 was a 17, and then plus my intelligence. There's nothing to that, but for my nature, there's 5. So I got let me see,
22.
what was it? 22. Yes, 17 plus
Yep.
5, 22.
That's pretty
All
high.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So as you're going along, you are noticing that the patterns in a lot of the mushrooms are changing. Different sizes and shapes are starting to appear. You're seeing more fungus and less stone as you're going through. So things are definitely getting squishier and more carpet-like rather than being slick stones.
Reminds me of home.
There's also some kind of you wouldn't notice it if you weren't specifically looking for it. And Lance, you notice this as well. But there is something making a kind of chittering and skittering noise. It doesn't seem like it's particularly close, but it's not getting any further away either. Almost like something matching pace with you.
Because I understand this information, my sensors go, warning, danger, Will Robson. So do I do a perception check on what the heck that could be?
Possibly
Because-
for your next turn. Let's go ahead and finish out the order here. Number 4?
Yep.
So she'll be looking around for Karasei because she hasn't seen her, and she's always trying to keep tabs on her sister.
Absolutely reasonable. Go ahead and roll perception.
All right, rolling perception. That's an
One thing,
18 plus 1, so 19.
Okay. So you hear this skittering noise as well, but I mean, there doesn't seem to be any sign of your sister anywhere. As far as you can tell, she's just kind of vanished, and that's not leaving you in the greatest of moods.
Has anybody seen Karasei?
No.
Nope.
Well, she'll cast as
They're-
an action.
They're a rogue, right?
Detect good and evil. No, she's a bard like you, and she's always in trouble. And I think she's really in trouble this time.
Mario.
Luigi!
So, I cast Detect Good and Evil, and I just want to know if there's anything evil around. Any celestial fiend, undead.
There don't seem to be any of the divine beings around. You are noticing that Lier's clothing has given off some kind of evil aura. You're not quite certain how to feel about the clothes themselves giving off that aura.
She's gonna take an unconscious step away from her. And that's all I got for right now.
Okay, number 5.
How about a song to move things along? We're moving through a city of shrooms, finding a token so we can go back to our dimension. I hope we're all together on this new companions we meet. I hope we won't beat each other to death.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
not
this is
gonna
my
leave it
theme
on my
song.
sister.
I mean, she'll probably catch up, I guess. moving on.
Catchy.
Keeps humming a tune. What you think?
All right.
Well, maybe picking up a mushroom that looks interesting. just on the road, like yoink.
Didn't know you
Okay.
today.
How big of a mushroom is it? Could I use it like a parasol or umbrella?
Are
Oh, what
you
the-
looking for one to use as an umbrella, or are you looking for one that looks edible?
I'm actually just gonna check what happened real quick, but no, not particularly going for something edible. Just gonna pull out that little object real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're pulling this out in front of everyone.
Just see if I can peek at it quickly.
Okay. Yeah, you look through your inventory just a little bit. Is this something that you want to share with the group, or is this something that you want to handle quietly?
I kind of want to just see it and then just make up my mind afterwards.
Okay. I am going to kind of quietly DM something to Dogman here, just real quick. While I'm doing that, number one, what would you like to do?
So from what I understand, the paladin is looking for her sister. The robot is looking at a mushroom that they picked up off the ground. The bard is singing. And what is Road doing? Road, what are
I've
you
just
doing?
been kind of looking around trying to make sure that we're not going to get ambushed.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the robot and be like, "What you doing? I don't think that's safe."
Am I able to do any perception checks as response?
First, what do you mean perception checks
For
as a
example,
response?
for example, I could tell something's wrong, but it like when she mentions that, am I able to use that response and then respond back to her?
I mean, yeah, you can respond to her since she's asking you a direct question. Whether you want to say, "Hey, do you
Like
hear
doing
that?" or
Mm.
I'm
Oh,
listening, or
okay. I think he's
Oh,
okay.
actually asking if he can make an alertness check, kind of.
I mean, he's already made as much alertness as he's going to at this point.
Alright.
Okay. All right. Well, then at that point there, he's asking, so what you up to? Like, something's not right. We're being followed. By what? I don't know. But how many? I do not know. But it's just almost as if the mushrooms or something in the mushrooms is following us.
How do you tell that?
The sounds, unless you're truly looking for it, you won't be able to notice. But the vibration of the earth and the sounds. I can hear something skittering in the bushes, or not among the
And now
among
that
the.
Z mentions it, there does seem to be a skittering noise in the background. It's just stayed at such a constant volume that unless you were actively looking for something, you weren't going to notice it. As you guys are kind of slowing down a little bit to listen, the skittering also seems to slow down.
I turn to like the direction of where the skittering came from. Have an arrow with my bow ready, just like pointed.
Okay, so you're readying an arrow in the direction that you're hearing the skittering come from.
Yes.
Are you doing anything to advance or try and get a closer look? There does seem to be like a mushroom or something in the way. You can't get a direct line of sight.
I will try and see if I can like move around it while still, like, just trying to still be alert.
Sure. Tiny, was there anything else that you wanted to do on your turn here?
I was just going to. I know that I'm kind of alert of the sound now, but I wanted to do like a perception check just to see if I could see it or, like since I'm focused on it, actually try to figure out what it is.
I mean, at this point, there's not so much a check as you guys can tell it's kind of coming from the other side of some of the rocks and mushrooms. You can go over to take a look at it, or you can, you can try climbing the mushrooms to get a look, but you're not going to see much without either a spell or
Okay.
something that'll let you look around a rock, like walking around a rock to look.
Gotcha. So in that case, I'm gonna jump on top of the mushroom and take a look on the other side, which would be for me, which is rabbit pop. 1 second, let me look at my thingy.
Mhm.
So many tabs. Enter.
So many tabs. This is my life. This is very much my life. Right here.
Okay, so rabbit hop. I can jump a number of feet equal to 5 times my proficiency bonus without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's plenty to get on top of the nearest mushroom. And as you peek over the mushroom, there's something that to us in the real world looks an awful lot like an orb weaver spider.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Well, I
So
only see it, so y'all don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
it has some blue markings and what almost looks like a video camera on its back.
Oh.
That's odd.
Oh.
Okay,
The-
so I'm
The
sorry,
camera
go ahead.
actually pans up to see you, like, peeking over the mushroom.
I quickly hop back down.
Okay. Are you letting people know what you've seen, or?
Yeah, I was about to. I was just waiting for you to finish.
Yeah, it's large, probably about twice your size, and it's just kind of skittering along.
So the big robot dude is correct. Though here's the thing. It's an 8-legged thing. And it's got this weird device on the back of it. I don't know. It's on the other side of that shroom. I don't know if it's dangerous or what. It looks like a giant spider.
Was there any metal on it, or is it the
Well,
device? Was it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say yes. Is it made of metal by any chance, or is it like an actual creature?
Well, it's like a big spider. It's a spider, but like on the back of it, it had like I don't know an eye made out of glass, and it was in a thing. I don't know what it's for. It's just on the back of the giant spider thing, and I don't know what it is. Unfortunately, I've never seen anything like that before.
Might be able to do something about that. I could
So number 4,
Yes.
because this is taking a moment here in real time. How are you reacting to this?
She'll pull her sword, and she'll be ready to fight.
Okay, so number 4 draws a sword. Number 5?
Okay, she's gonna voice up. And what makes you think that that's not the thing that, the people who got us here are watching us with? How big is it, remind me?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of small, so everything seems big to me, but it's about twice my size.
Okay, that's pretty fucking huge. I'm just saying, maybe it's just the thing stalking us to watch us and give information. Maybe. I've had that happen to me a few times. We call them stalkers, but let's not bring that back up.
Do you think that's the thing that took my sister?
Doubt it. If my calculation is correct, they should just be observing, not interacting.
All right, number
Let's
3.
just stay on our guard.
Or is number 3 in
Yes.
the middle of the fight?
I'm right here. Yes, number 3. I say, that I might be able to make contact with the creature. If it's an animal, I may be able to speak with it or create a telepathic link with it of some sort.
Now, remind me, is your spell a concentration spell? There'd be a C icon next to it in the spell description.
Concentration up to 1 minute. The animal friendship is 24 hours.
Okay. If
If
animal
it-
friendship doesn't require concentration, you can use it at the same time.
Okay. Animal friendship, and because I can speak with animals, which is doesn't require concentration. It's for 10 minutes. I can do animal friendship for 24 hours, and the bestial bond, which is for up to 1 minute.
Okay.
Right.
Of those, you might want to try with animal rather than animal friendship right now, just because, first of all, time, second, that'll actually let you communicate. Animal
Okay.
friendship will let you take it with you, which it kind of is already doing.
Okay, then I will speak with animals then, and like to try to make contact with the creature.
Alrighty. So as you slip over, the creature looks at you and the camera pans over to look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Look away. Don't watch me.
And why, pretend, should I not?
No, what? No, don't watch me. Shh.
Are you all right then? If I will refrain from watch you on the condition. Are you friend or are you foe?
Neither. I'm just here. Don't pay attention to me.
All right. Then I will let you go about your day. Thank you for answering the question.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right.
Hey,
Hmm?
do something.
What's up? What would you like me to do?
I don't know. Something funny. Entertain me.
Oh, I recall upon a joke. Like an old man once told me while he was we were watching the Children of the Village. He said to me once. Let me see. How do I recall it? Yes.
Do
Here it
I
is. Here it is.
see or
And this-
hear Zay like just talking to this little thing?
Yes, you
I'm-
guys all
I'm going
hear
to shoot the spider in the camera with my arrow.
No, the horse. He said to me,
Ah.
a horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey." The horse says, "Sure."
Can I?
Can I legit
stop
shoot
road?
it? I want to shoot it.
Can I stop road?
You have to know he's doing it first.
I
Yeah,
mean,
fair
I'm
enough.
I am legit pulling an arrow with my bow. Like, the preparation should be easy to notice.
Roll
I
me good and
quickly
evil,
tell the
Road.
others. I tell the others real quick as a return. It's fine. It's not a friend or foe. It's just simply watching us. It'll do nothing but
All
simply
right.
watch.
Good or evil?
Lear's,
I'm rolling
I
evens
was
or
right!
odds, right?
Yep, it evens good, odds evil. We'll go with that.
Even.
Okay. You don't manage to get the arrow off before this explanation that the thing doesn't mean you any harm comes through. Are you still sure you want to shoot the arrow?
I lay back. Like, still concerned as I am watching this warforged conversing with this weird metallic spider, but I will keep back.
Can I be in Lance's ear right now?
Sure.
What were you doing?
There's just something about what Zay is talking to that just rubs me the wrong way.
Oh, you're afraid of spiders. That's it. Okay, well, don't be afraid of spiders.
I kind of pet him on the back, minor illusion my head into a spider head.
I kind of side-eye her for a moment. Like,
Booga,
and then just for a moment, I give her like the same like doting fatherly pat like I gave Karisei earlier.
Hey! Oh, come on, I'm just joking.
You tried.
Anyways, we should probably tell Junkie over there that we should keep moving. If it's just watching, it's not gonna come after us.
That
Number
would be
4, what
best.
are you doing?
She's looking for Karisei.
Okay, so the spider itself doesn't really interest her if it doesn't seem to be her
Yeah,
kid.
she put her weapon away and she's actively looking for her sister.
Okay. All right. So as that's going on, number 1, you've kind of been taking a back seat to all of this action here. What are your thoughts?
I don't like we're being watched. All of this rubs me the wrong way. But we don't much got choice. Alright, middleman, where are we going? We need to find this stupid artifact. I need to get back home. I've got a business to run.
Alright.
You and your business.
Alright, then let's be off then. Let's continue down the path and return to finding this token. The sooner we get these tokens, the sooner we may return to where we need to be.
I can't do that until I know where Cersei is.
Maybe your sister's at the place. Like, I don't know what she wants us to do.
Or we could be reassured, or you could be reassured that your sister is also being watched by a big spider. That is not reassuring at all. I'm so sorry.
I look it over at oh crap.
I'm trying to hold it.
Yes, Harmony. I look over at Harmony going, really? I'm sure your sister should be well held somewhere. I doubt they would try. For one, they sent us down here together. She'd likely either is still up there or otherwise, because I hardly doubt they would try to do anything to eliminate us. All right. From what I could tell, the spider said to do something entertaining. So someone is watching us for entertainment. You don't want entertainment to end quickly. So, she's still be alive, logic states.
Fine, but she's gonna get it from me when I see her.
That's great, as long as we're moving forward. So, tally ho.
I'm with the bunny.
May as well.
I begin to lead the party on.
I'm almost imagining the Lapin just like picking up the Warforged and holding it like a dowsing rod.
Excuse me, this is quite unfamiliar.
Forward, I want to get this over with.
Okay, well, I point haphazardly to the direction where we need to go.
Yep. So you guys carry on, and it's gotten to be just about a minute. Your spell is pretty well expired, but at this point, there's almost like a carpeted path. So you could potentially rely on that, but then the last time you relied on something in the environment here, it didn't seem like it was quite correct. So, as far as you can tell, you're somewhere about 3 miles yet from your destination. But yeah, the spell's pretty well worn off.
Okay, should
Do
I
you let people know about this? You're the only one who would have noticed so far.
Right, if it'll run off, I believe it would probably be best to recast said spell.
Okay. So how many times can you cast that spell in a day?
Good point. I believe
Spell slots.
I have 6.
Okay.
So
How many second level, first level?
I have 6 second level, for possibly 6 for the first level. I have a really high wisdom, so it gets a +2 to what do you call it?
To the spell slots or to the preparations?
Modifier. To
that's for the effects, I think. Let me go open the book.
Look into the book. Look into the book. Look into the book. I believe I should have.
It's a small
because-
chart.
Yep. I have it right here. Yes, proficiency bonus +2. So like level plus proficiency chart. I believe, for example, like say, 13 wisdom gets you like 6. What the
We're at
hell is
level
it?
4, so you have 3. You have 2 second and 4
Mhm.
first, and
But
3 non-cantrips.
I have a wisdom of 16.
Y-
Okay.
Technically, no, 18. Sorry, I have a wisdom of 18.
That's a +3? Question mark?
Yeah, a +4 for proficiency.
That's right.
So I
Uh-oh.
I will be
believe.
right back.
All
Yep.
right.
So
Go ahead and
I
take your
believe I
time,
either
Tiny.
have. So I believe I either have 6 spell slots or 8 spell slots.
Um,
I'm very wise.
you certainly are.
Mm-hmm.
And
You can see
I'm just
why I was.
refreshing on this because it's been a little while since I had to look this up. But
Like.
I don't see anything that lets you add your wisdom modifier to the number of spells per
Oh.
day that you can cast.
Yes. With a wisdom of 16, your list of prepared spells can include 6 spells of level first or second level in any combination. You prepared the first level spell cure. You can cast using. You can cast it using first, second spell spot. Casting spell doesn't remove it from your list of prepared spells.
Sure, but that's prepared. So the way D&D works, there's a separation between prepared spells and
Mhm.
spells that you're a number of spells of each level you can cast in a day. So
Difference
what
between
they're
prepared and spell slots.
what they're calling spell slots are more like casting instances. So you can
Okay.
cast a certain number of spells in a given day of each level. That's what's
Magic
in the
bullet.
table.
It's ammo.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
But your wisdom modifier determines how many spells you can prepare from the giant druid list. So on any
Mhm.
given day, you can pick 6 spells and you can use the castings to cast them so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a casting of at least the correct level in order to cast a spell. So you can cast that 3 times in a day, if I'm reading the table right.
Yes, you are.
Okay. And what
Okay.
about the 6 spells thing then? Because
So
it
the
had
6
looked
spells
like
are the 6 spells that you can draw from. So you pick 6 spells you have available to you in a given day at the start of the day.
So basically, you also have to manage what spells you're going to use because you can't use all of them
No,
using
I
all your
know
spell
that.
slots.
No, I understand
Okay.
that. But what
So
I
you're
was
fine.
saying is that. Oh yeah, but it says so if I can use normally it says 4 level 1 spells, 3 level 2 spells, but from the modifier it says that I can use an extra 2, and basically I can either do like say 4 level 1 spells and 6 level 2 spells, or 6 level 1 spells and 3 level 2 spells. I have to choose between the two. So I get extra spells because of my wisdom.
So, Sega, think of that as more what spells do you know? Druids get to change which spells they know in a given day, but can still only cast spells of a certain level so many times per day. The casting isn't affected by how many you know.
Okay. So I can cast the okay. Well, that
So
just seems
you can cast
confusing.
3 second level spells per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your wisdom cannot affect that, but it can affect how many spells you know for today.
Okay.
I think I have a video that could help that's quick.
Well,
Very
let's
quick.
not worry
If you
about
can
that
send
for
it,
right now. The short
Okay.
answer is
Yeah.
you've used one of your 3 castings at a second level spell for today.
yep. All right, then if that's the case, you said that we basically see a path already, correct?
Yes, you are seeing something that looks like a carpeted path. In fact, in a world of mostly blue and purple mushrooms, the red carpet of something vaguely slimy kind of stands out.
Do I do a perception check on what that is?
So you can try doing a nature check to see exactly what sort of thing it is, but I mean, just from how everything's stacked up today, do you really think there's going to be much information you get from that?
I think logically I should recast the location spell again so we know exactly where we're going rather than blind. That way we can at least get our first tasks done. We can. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to use your second casting on it, go right ahead.
Then I will recast the locate object.
Celine, I have a small question for you.
What's
Really
up,
quick.
Robin?
So, can I use my clothing to glue myself to people temporarily?
Kind of. Why is this a thing you want to do?
We'll see.
Okay then.
Welcome back. Okay,
Welcome, Cross.
Yes, I'm back as well.
yeah, good to see you.
Hi.
Alright, so, when everybody got teleported, you were noticeably absent, and your sister has been looking for you. So, when everybody kind of comes across, Karasei just, like, tied up and sitting in the middle of the red carpet in front of them, it's a little bit of a surprise.
See, I
Let's
knew
just
we'd
go.
find her.
Now, how did you manage this?
Are they gagged or not gagged?
She's not gagged, she's just very well bound and kind of lying there in the road.
Hey, I don't question how you get into the things you get into.
Let me cut you loose.
Kinky.
She's gonna cut her loose.
Alright, so you managed to sever what seemed to be some kind of weird, like if fungus grew into a vine, that's basically what she's been tied up with. It doesn't seem like conventional rope or anything along those lines. And as you're looking around, you see more of these vines growing up some of the mushrooms on the path as you go. And Zay, your spell very much indicates this is still the correct direction.
I'll take a length of this vine and stow it in my pack for later.
Alrighty. So go ahead and put down 5 feet of mushroomy rope. Alright, number 1. Thoughts?
At me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look at my handy dandy character sheet here.
Okay.
After looking over everything and determining things, I turn to our middle friend and say, "How far? Weren't we there yet?"
What
How
language
far?
was that?
I believe they're asking me how far until we reach our destination. I commune with the spirits, and the spirits say...
Still about 3 miles. You guys haven't gone real far here.
Still about 3 miles. We need to keep going.
Okay, say, Xay, mind if I do a little thing real quick so I can give myself some time to, do a little something? Don't worry, just keep moving. I'm going to basically latch on to them, turn around, and stick myself like I'm a reverse backpack.
Clever.
And I'm going to let the robot carry me as I cast Identify as a ritual on this big ass shiny thing.
Okay.
I suppose there's no harm. Next time you'll have Well, I'll carry you this time. Next time you carry me.
I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, but I'll see what I can do.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
Oh, yes.
I think ritual takes 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys watch as Lear pulls this large coin-like object out and just starts, setting up a couple of candle mimics and waving around some sort of incense and is doing this whole-on magical routine with this coin in the middle, all while sitting as a
super.
backpack on Zay.
Do you smell smoke? I seem to smell something burning. You okay there, little buddy? Hmm?
He's burning candles on your back.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Not gonna burn you or whatever robe you're wearing. Just keep going.
Well, be mindful
Right.
because we are in the middle of a place where there's.
Let me do my shit.
Fine, fine.
Let mage is mage. It's what we do.
I could actually see them just look over at them kind of with like, let me do my shit. But okay. And I'm just kind of going, alright, and shrug my shoulders and move forward. Just don't set me on fire.
I won't.
Good.
All right.
Keep going.
Number 2, you've been kind of quiet here.
Yeah, I've been letting everyone run through their thing.
Not criticizing, just letting you know it's your up.
Yeah. Again, I'm still just trying to keep eye around us, make sure that there aren't any traps, making sure that no one's trying to ambush us. So I guess I can do another. Are you want me to do perception again?
Yeah, if you're specifically looking for ambushes and things like that, go
Yeah.
ahead and roll another action.
Dirty 20.
All right. You don't notice any traps specifically, but boy, those vines sure seem to be climbing awfully high up the mushrooms around you. And you're starting to notice more and more of them just as you're going along. And for some reason, it seems to be getting thicker, mostly in the direction that you guys are going. Eventually, the path turns away, but the spell says to continue going pretty much straight ahead. And as you guys are kind of continuing on here, Easy, what are you up to here?
She's just guarding the flank, making sure she keeps eyes on her sister, considering she's already wandered off once.
Okay. And Karase?
Cross, you there, love?
Did she run off again?
Hello?
Did Karase run off again? Is she tied up somewhere?
Hello?
Also, I'm imagining that Cross is 6, right?
Oh.
Oh, and there they go again.
Nope. Oh.
Okay.
I thought they
So,
crashed.
We just retcon them coming back at this point.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend that they have a mental
No.
bug draining their energy.
Oh,
No?
okay.
Oh.
I was about to.
Ross, are you back
A
with us?
disease.
Hopefully. Can you all hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, all's good there. What are you doing as you guys kind of come to this bend in the road?
Let's see. Manifesting my my mage hand. Gotta keep that out just in case.
Okay. What are you doing with your mage hand?
Right now, it's just kind of like skittering along the ground, sort of like thing style.
Pretty sure
Okay.
those float.
And
I'm having my skitter.
if the hand skitters, it skitters. We're not telling Cross how to use her hands here.
Okay.
Okay, so it's skittering along. Is there anything in particular it's doing as it skitters, or are you
No.
sending it anywhere?
No. Just want to have it just in case.
Okay. All right. Coming back to the top of the order then, number 1.
No. We're. I guess we just are just walking. I'm. I think at this point, I'm getting a little suspicious of those vines, so I'm gonna do detect magic. See if I can't get a feel on it as we're still walking. We have not stopped walking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
It is a ritual. It does
So
just
it'll-
require concentration, though.
Yeah, it'll require concentration, and it will take a solid minute to cast, which
Okay.
means that by the time yours lights up, the detect object is going to be down.
I have a way to do this. I would like to viciously mock one of the vines.
Okay.
You know what? That's actually pretty smart.
And what kind of mockery are you doing toward the vine?
They're not even strong enough to hold me, and I'm pretty weak.
All right. Let me.
Wilts.
And so vicious mockery is mind affecting, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's mental.
Okay. Yeah, the mushrooms just kind of stare blankly back without eyes.
They're not alive.
You feel just a little bit silly for bothering to insult some mushrooms.
It was worth a shot, though I did notice a thing earlier. The vines seem to go very high up. Does anyone feel confident enough to want to scour up? Because if others won't, I will.
Beyond my capabilities, heavy armor.
I'm currently carrying part of the party, so I don't think heights would do good at the
I'll
moment.
do it.
I mean,
So
we can
Yeah,
tag
right.
team. As
We'll
I
hop
look-
to it then.
All right.
I'm gonna use jump, and I guess look out where these vines go.
I am, and you know what?
All right, so are you climbing the vines or are you like bunny hopping up to the top of a mushroom?
Bunny hopping up.
Well,
It's faster than climbing.
I'm going to use
Okay.
one of my spell slots and cast Lawn Strider on myself. So for the next hour, my speed has increased by 10 feet. So I'm going to use that to start like climbing up some of the vines. And trying to like swing whatever so that I'm able to keep tabs with the rest of the party.
All right. So as you guys do that, so Flower Pot, you are able to get up to the top of a mushroom without issues. It's not a terribly tall mushroom, but there's another one you can hop to. So you're kind of hopping along here. There doesn't seem to be anything too interesting. Lance, as you grab one of the vines, it curls around your hand.
Oh,
And
nope.
the vine simply comes down and around you. Make a dexterity save.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, not bollocks,
Hot.
thankfully. Dirty 20 again.
Okay.
Lucky.
You manage to slip out of the vines before they can wrap around you, and they instead twine back on the mushroom that they were originally on.
Ah. Well, Harmony,
Yes.
I think I know possibly what may have grabbed your sister away earlier. These vines kind of have a mind of their own. They're not sentient, but they react to movement. If something lands on them, pushes on them, so much as tries to grab them, they will coil onto you, and they just tried to coil on me.
Well, yeah, all you had to do was ask what happened.
That does make sense. Seems a
Does
lot of
make
effort
sense.
for common sense.
Well, Celine, tell me when 10 minutes passed. I'll be silent till then.
You know, you're generally agile. I don't know why you let these things catch you.
Hey, slowpokes, keep up.
I mean,
Aren't you
I'm keeping up. That's
I'm keeping.
or something?
We're keeping up.
All right, so flower pot. You do notice that a lot of these taller mushrooms don't seem to follow along with the red carpeting. Are you going to follow along the red carpeting or the mushrooms as you're getting toward the edge?
I'm gonna follow the red carpeting since that's where the group's going. But
Okay.
I'm gonna keep on the mushrooms as long as I can.
All right. And say you still feel like you're being pulled directly toward the east, but the carpeting is pulling southeast.
Ooh, I raise my voice. Hold up.
Hmm?
The direction is pointing that direction. It's off the beaten path.
It seems like this environment's trying to purposely trick us somehow. We should be wary.
I have a possible idea.
Well,
I suggest we get off this path before and follow the path towards the token.
I would say that's best, because I don't think right now would be a good idea. Would be a good time to split and hope that only some of us find the right area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be eliminated.
Yeah, I was worried you already were.
Well, if that's the case and we're on agreement, I suggest we move. We go through. We move through this underbrush or anything. If that's the case, I suggest. I may be one with nature, but sometimes even nature needs to be.
Just go forward.
No, I mean, do we burn it or do we just go through and hope it doesn't wrap us up?
I say we
We
cut
menace it with fire.
Fire is uncontrollable. Yeah, we cut it.
I'm just gonna scout ahead then. So I guess I'll just scout ahead while they decide what to do.
Don't get caught.
Yeah, I'm keeping up with Flowerpot.
All right, so make me an acrobatics check to get over the wall of these vines that's keeping you on the path.
Oh, me or both of us?
Road.
Celine, you're sounding a little muffled.
You are definitely sounding muffled.
Me?
Yes.
No, Celine.
Okay,
No, Celine.
There you go.
No,
there
you're
she
fine
is.
now.
Much
Okay.
better.
Sorry about that. Flowerpot, you are already on top of the mushrooms and don't need to make any kind of roll for this. However, Lance is already on the ground and there are some vines at about waist height.
Okay.
It's not a terribly difficult thing to get over, but unless Lance wants to go straight through it or try cutting, it's gonna be a hop.
I have a dagger. I'll start cutting through.
Okay. It takes you guys only a few seconds to cut through the vines. They're not particularly capable
Aw.
once you severed them.
Can I just say something that I thought was funny?
Sure.
For a second, I thought the vines would grab the knife and start like going stab at Road, like the crab.
In Soviet Union, vines stab you.
You try stab me, I stab you instead.
In Soviet Battle Royale, vines stab you.
All right. So,
Welcome to Soviet Hunger Games. Anyway, continue.
all right. And so, yeah, you guys slip on, continue onward.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, as you're going past, you notice suddenly the terrain on the right slopes upward. And upward and upward and rounds at the top. And then starts sloping back downward. Sega, do you want to make a nature check on this?
Sure. I'm happy to do so. Alright. Nature check. Nature. 1d20.
Yep, d20, add in your intelligence and proficiency.
Alright, then that would be a 13 with hold on, with my nature plus 4, that makes it wait, hold on. Making sure I'm getting this right. Nature plus my item, that wait. You said nature check, yeah?
Yes, nature check.
That would be 0 and intelligence, yeah? Okay, 0.
No
No,
intelligence. Yeah.
oh, okay, that will be what? 13 plus 0 plus 1. So that would be 14.
Okay. You're pretty sure you all just stepped off of a creature's tongue.
Whoa.
I knew it. Do I let them know, or
That's up to you. You
I
tell me
kind
what
of
your
say
character's likely to do.
I look around, going, I believe we just avoided being eaten by something. I didn't realize creatures grew that large in these wilds.
Huh?
Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Sorry, I'm concentrating on this thing. What was that about being eaten?
We nearly got eaten by a giant bush.
Ah, dang. Wish I could have seen it. Anyways, didn't focus.
Alright, well, let us move on.
I'm enjoying this ride.
Sitting in the middle of a tongue.
No, may I, if I may, just for a moment. You join this ride. Would you like a complimentary mushroom?
Maybe later, thank you. You're very kind.
Alright. I try to be.
Alright, so you all continue onward, and as you're going through, Sega, with that nature roll, you're starting to get a feel for the pattern here. It seems like it's actually the large mushrooms that you should be following, since they're getting consistently bigger as you get closer to the source of this thing. So...
I make mention of... Yeah?
You can be reasonably confident that this is going to be how you can find the right direction.
Aye. Alright, then. I make this mention to the others, and especially to the Lopani, and ask, do you think you could scout ahead on these paths, but make sure to stay on the mushrooms. Those are what we need to be, I believe, are the safer way through.
Okie dokie.
Do you want company?
Celine.
Well, what's okay, what's up, Dogman?
Sorry, but I just want an answer, because not having an answer kind of stresses me out a bit. How long have I been identifying this thing that I have mentioned that I was doing?
About 1 out of your 10 minutes.
I am sorry.
You can also straight cast it instead of using a ritual.
That whole thing of traveling was 1 minute?
You guys have been fairly cautious, and it's saved your hide on at least 2 occasions so far.
Doesn't
You're
caution
welcome.
means being a bit slower? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'll just cast it. Ugh.
Robot knows best. Yeah.
Robot knows best. Listen to your robot. It's a scary world out there.
Shush. Anyways,
Siri knows best.
Lear gets irritated and just casts it.
Okay, you're still going to take a solid minute in order to finish this. While that's going on, Flower Pot, you're running off ahead, yes?
Yes, I would like to do a perception check.
Okay, and
I
remind me what
asked.
your speed is.
I'm sorry.
I
Remind me what
asked,
your character's speed is, Flower Pot.
30.
and
30. Okay.
I tried to ask Flowerpot earlier. Do you want company for the scouting?
Oh, she's gone. So if you're gonna come, you're gonna have to come.
All right, I'm going behind her, and I do still have like 59 minutes then of my lawn strider, so I can go 40 feet.
Split up the party, you two.
Plus,
Alright, so you two go dashing on down the road a little ways.
Be right back real quick.
E.
Yeah, no worries. So you're not seeing anything particularly interesting. I mean, it's pretty much the same stuff. It starts looking like a valley, and after a little while, you start to see another of those red tongue things. But overall, it's just kind of almost like a long hallway, lined with mushrooms and vines, and the occasional spider with a camera.
so it's like we're in a building.
No, it's still very much outside, but the mushrooms start growing closer and closer together.
Hmm.
Okay, so just to make sure I'm following, as I'm hopping across, it's just becoming more and more dense. Basically.
Yeah, the mushrooms around you are generally becoming more and more dense, but there's still a fairly clear path through.
Okay. Do I still see the party with me, or are they just like super behind?
Harmony was telling you guys not to head off, like to split up the party. So I assume you guys are ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can still see them from up in the air. You can also see Lance on the ground. Lance is actually out a little ways ahead of you. But it's more than likely that Lance has lost vision with the party.
Okay. I'm gonna try to stay in between them both where I can see Lance and the party. While still just kind of hopping across the mushrooms and keeping an eye out.
Okay. And Lance, you are going off ahead. Did you make that perception check for me yet?
No, but I can do that now. Fuck. That was an 8.
Okay. And are you trying to keep line of sight to anybody, or are you just kind of going off and expecting to run back at some point?
I'm trying to, like, I'm ahead. Ideally, I'm ahead, but not too far ahead of the rest of the party. I do still want to be close enough.
Okay, so you're barely keeping within sight and shouting distance.
Yeah.
Harmony is casting a sanctuary on the bunny girl, just for safety.
What's the range on Sanctuary?
60 feet. Pretty sure.
That'll do. If you want to cast Sanctuary on her, you go right ahead.
What has happened?
Well, you've sent out scouts ahead, and they haven't found anything, but we've got a pretty clear idea of what their strategy for looking is.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys continue on, and after about a minute here, the spell has ended on Locate Object, but this thing hasn't moved in quite a while. So, Sega, you're pretty sure you can find your way there still, as long as you keep track of your bearings.
The spell is, but I know I have a good sense of where we are going. We continue onward, then follow the path, follow where we need to go.
All right. And then separately, so Road,
Yeah?
make a dexterity save.
Oh, fuck. Please be a good roll. Yes! 22.
All right. So as you're
Lucky
going
duck.
along, you nearly step in what you figure out after the fact was a pile of vines.
Oh.
However, you managed to scramble out of the way just in time to avoid being strung up.
Oh. Oh, lovely. Everyone keep on your guard.
Are you going to tell them what almost
Yeah,
happened to you?
I relay like what just happened.
Just keep on your guard. Watch your feet.
Keep on your guard, watch your feet. There are more vines on the ground and they like to grab. Be careful.
Harmony will cut whatever vines are around. Her specifically.
All right, well, Harmony's mildly vindictive nature aside, yeah, you guys carry on fairly well here then.
That's the character description you gave me.
No, you are not wrong. I'm just entertained by it. Deal with it. All right, and then separately, Dogman, you have, or Lier, you've finished casting Identify on this coin. Do you want the answer out here in public, or do you want it in private?
Sure, privately, but Lier will let out an exasperated gasp. 1 minute felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
Is this what being bored is like?
just exasperated groans coming from the back of the roboto. Glad my misery makes you guys happy.
It's Schadenfreude.
Ugh.
You're bored? That entertains me, so I'm not bored.
You're welcome.
I try.
You didn't do. Anyways,
Celine, the place.
wait, who sent me? Oh, okay.
Sorry, what? It was Celine Piltz?
No, never mind.
What did I hear?
Please. They said Celine, please.
I thought it was a new beer, Celine Pills.
Continue onwards, please. Let us not get distracted by the HD and the atmosphere.
Onward.
Yes.
Oh, I kind of knock on the and well, Xe's head.
Okay, so I found a coin that is it's going to allow us to access the center of the map. I have no idea what that means, but I'm assuming that the center of the map is that big red beam. Probably. Oh, and yes, this is a magical token.
Just kind of flashes it in front of its face. It's
Oh,
huge
I
gold
got-
token.
I kind of stop for a moment and go, wait, you mean we already have one of the tokens?
Maybe. In any
Ew.
case, you
Well, that's
touch that,
gonna-
you.
I kind of point at the. Wait a second. Wait a second. Who's here with this side of the party?
Karase, Harmony, Z, and
Okay, so. Yeah. Okay. So 4 of us currently.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Ye.
Okay. So, with that, I'm looking at Karasi and I'm going like,
You touch this coin, your hand is gone.
no one will have one.
I have one. And this is very useful for me currently because it'll help us. You get the picture?
I'm going to pull the coin out of the pocket.
Karase, did I hear correctly that you're saying you already have one?
Wait a minute.
Or did I
Wait a
hear there is only one? I can't tell what I heard.
I said I also have one.
Wait, so we already have 2 of the tokens? How did you get yours?
Uh,
What?
Do I hear this or am I too far out?
You are able to hear this, but only just barely.
I'm so confused right
It
If it
appeared
makes
in my pocket when I put my hand around Lance.
so wait. How did you get your token? When did you get your token? I understand with Lair here. But what about you?
Around Lance.
I could not hear you. What?
It appeared in my pocket when I put my hand around Lance.
When you pulled it, when you put your hand around Lance, you appeared
Do
in your
I hear
You'll
this
pocket.
recall
bit?
before everybody got teleported.
Do I hear that
Eric?
bit where she mentioned trying to put her hand in
Did
my
you
pocket?
did you seriously pickpocket a token from the woman who we were speaking with at the beginning?
No! I didn't steal this. I promise.
What does it look like? Show it.
Huh. Yeah.
Or I ping you for a liar.
And you imagine both me and Leia are just staring at the individual
honestly,
Leia peeking over my shoulder like some sort of like demented gremlin.
After Lier says, "I'll pin you for a liar," she looks away a bit.
That's ironic. Anyways, does it look like this one?
If I remember correctly, let me just. It's a metal disc with an eagle on one side and a small face on the other.
Doesn't resemble that one.
So again, we don't necessarily know if all the tokens are going to look the exact same.
Huh.
Well, show it then, you fool.
Yes, I believe it is necessary that we all need to know what in the world we all can carry regards to tokens. If we want to
Honestly,
get
my
out of
mimic-
here.
My mimic just spit out mine. I don't know where it got it.
Wait, a mimic? A mimic?
My bag spit it out. It's a very special bag.
Huh.
I rolled deception.
I roll.
Insight.
If I may, I would like to identify this bag.
If you try to
I will
identify
take
my bag, I
insight
smack
or
you.
nature, Segamus.
I believe I have a higher on insight by far.
Okay.
I rolled
1,
on
2,
for good, but okay.
Yes.
No,
I know.
I-
It makes no sense, but yes.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'd like to do an insight check, please.
Can I okay, I already rolled, but can I inspire myself? No? Bardic inspiration? No?
I mean, using bardic inspiration after trying to lie to somebody sounds a little self-defeating.
Wait! Even better! Minor illusion! I erase all trace of mimics on the bag. It doesn't look, it's just illusions.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 and my plus 4 to wisdom plus 4 to perception makes it a 20.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a mimic. And Lier starts, deliberately casting something in a very obvious manner with a loud song to
Yeah,
try
I
and
would-
cover up that this is a
I'm
mimic.
gonna be insight on that same thing.
I would just gently grab one and I would stop if I were you.
I'm sorry, the what now? It's just trying. I'm sorry. Who does what now? Sorry, the dog. in the
I
background
don't
just-
matter if it's a mimic or not. Is it a danger? Is it a threat?
No,
Is it
it's mine.
okay? And I'm not going to take it from you, so you don't need to waste your magic upon me.
Okay,
Now, does it have a name?
bag.
Hello, bag.
I'm sorry,
Bag.
just just the monotone. Hello, bag.
I'm just thinking Kratos' deep voice. Hello,
Yes.
Hello, boy.
Bag.
bag.
Bang!
Head.
Bag. Fetch me my gold.
Sorry. Okay, that caught me so off guard.
Oh.
Any case, all right.
Nicely
Now
done.
we got that out of the way. Anybody touch his bag, I remove their hand forcibly. We got that?
Convinced
They're
that this
very-
is just a bad dream at this point.
What?
I'm
Hmm?
convinced that this entire thing is a bad dream. There's no way this is real.
Oh, trust me, things could be weirder than this. Much weirder. Anyways, let's how about we join them? It's been a while, huh? Like what? 1 minute?
So yeah, Tiny, you're able to hear all of this and see it. Lance, you're able to at least hear it. It sounds a bit weird.
Oh.
But if you're continuing onward, you're continuing onward.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm continuing onward. Jinx!
The way I see it, it's the entertainment the spiders want.
So we have 2 coins at this point, 2 tokens.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. By the way, Celine, did you see my DM?
I did see your DM. There isn't any roll that you would make for something like that.
Do I say something or no?
Up to you.
Okay. I kind of grunt up again because I could feel the shifting of weight. I look over. I into my pocket, and reach into my robes, and I reach into the pocket. and I pull out a coin. What in the world?
Wait,
And I kind of look at the others. What is this? Did one of you? I heard of pickpocketing, but I've never heard of reverse pickpocketing.
Oh yeah, come on, I put it there.
Celine, does it look like the coins we have?
Yep,
Yes.
it looks like a match for the coins you already have.
okay, so
What?
these coins can actually prevent you from being scryed upon.
Are you deliberately misleading people, or is this? I didn't explain something very well.
Oh.
The coin.
It's warded against a crying.
Scrying.
Oh,
Did
it's
it?
crying?
Yeah,
Sorry,
they're warded against scrying, so you can't magically detect these tokens.
Oh, never mind. Just the tokens are warded against crying, so yeah, no, they can't. People wouldn't be able to see these tokens with
Okay.
magic. Wait a second.
No. Yeah.
Wait a
Mhm.
minute. If these
Uh-huh.
tokens are warded against magic, how were you able to point out the location of one?
Wait. If they're warded against magic, then maybe these aren't actually the tokens, but something else.
Hmm.
If that's
Sega,
the
roll me
case,
intelligence.
Can I roll one too?
Yeah, go
shit,
for it.
You're making the
you know what? No, before you roll, mind if
Mhm.
I inspire both of us?
Please.
Celine, would you allow me that before we roll?
Yes, I will allow you to throw some bardic inspiration up if you guys want that for this.
Robot need help.
Two. Okay. For me and you, we each roll a d6 and then a d20, and then that's gonna be that 6 is gonna be added to our modifiers.
Okay.
So, okay. First, fuck, I gotta go get myself a d6.
Well, I just rolled.
Okay.
I just rolled the d6 and I got 6.
Okay,
Nice.
so add that to your d20.
Okay, I'm back now.
Mm-hmm.
The
Welcome
ritual has
back.
been cast. I got the
Oh,
dice.
thank goodness.
Okay. Ooh, a 6. Okay, now let's see what I roll.
I roll
Oh.
11.
Oh my goodness! It's investigation, right?
No, intelligence.
And
Mhm.
straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. One of the few
Okay.
times you'll hear me say something straight.
Okay, so that's okay. 8 plus 17.
25.
I had.
Let me
you
do
had-
my math. This is to help my own mental state.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, so with the 11, not really anything that you're
I have
gonna get
11
from it.
and 6. That makes it
Oh,
together would make
17.
it 17. Yeah, sorry, 17.
So when you cast a spell originally,
Yeah,
you weren't
25.
terribly specific about what tokens you were looking for. So it found the nearest valid token.
Hmm.
It's possible that those tokens are something else. You don't know enough about the tokens themselves to be sure one way or the other.
Okay.
Okay, so what does a 25 give me?
Absolute clairvoyance.
I can see the beings controlling our every move. No, I'm kidding. So
I know the Illuminati!
You know that there are 4 tokens, but even with the whole premise of teams, it's possible that each person might need 4 tokens rather than each team. They were a little bit non-specific on that point when they described things originally. So it might not just be a team exercise. There might be some individual contribution to all of this too.
Oh
no.
Oh.
well, you guys don't know this. I figured this out.
I know.
Yeah, no.
I'm giving that hum
Anyways,
of acknowledgement
I'm like,
as myself, not as Lance.
Mm. Okay, so there's a bit of a problem. There's a high chance we're fucked, but I'll mention that later on.
I'm withholding the information from the party of my thoughts
Okay.
for now.
So, continuing onward.
Mhm.
Well, I guess since we got 2, that means there's only 2 more then.
Yeah.
I thought that was 3.
I thought that was 3 because
I thought
Kara,
there was
yeah,
4.
Kara grabbed 1, and then Lier, and then Zay.
Oh, well, we just have 1 left then.
Yep. And then we can all go to the big red flashy thing, I'm sure.
Yep.
And escape.
Let us move. Let us continue forward, or continue along the path that we need to
Okay.
go.
Number 1, still continuing along the tops of the mushrooms?
Aye.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys just kind of continue along with that, and the minutes stretch out and stretch out, but finally you guys are getting really close to the location where the spell had originally found the object.
Hmm.
And
Well,
as you go
Lear is
along,
currently sleeping on the shoulder of Z then, if it's been that long.
As this is going on, since I'm still a little bit ahead of the party, from hearing everything that happened, well, not fully, obviously, can I run a hand in my pocket to see if there's anything there that's out of the ordinary?
yeah, go ahead. But you don't find anything out of the ordinary in your pockets.
Okay.
Hey, Harmony, your pockets?
Yeah, sure, let me check them out. She checks her pockets.
Yeah, same pocket lint and small stabby things as usual.
Nope, I got nothing.
Alright, so as you start to approach this place, the mushrooms thin out into a large clearing. At the center of the clearing is a large pyramid made out of stone blocks. It goes up into the sky with a very long staircase, and at the very top there seems to be some sort of building with an opening on it. Door or portal or something. Now, number 1,
Hold on a second.
the mushrooms have thinned out, so you're not able to proceed along the mushroom tops here.
I'll hop down and join the party.
All right.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I guess number 2,
Yeah.
you see that
Hmm?
the bunnies hopped down. You're kind of seeing this giant thing here. It doesn't seem to have been any traps or anything.
Yeah, I'll pull back and go to the rest of the party.
Okay, so everyone groups back together. And yeah, you guys are up at this clearing. How are you approaching things?
Which number do you call out?
Uh Honestly, just whoever wants to go first at this point.
I'll go first.
Loud
Pick the
snoring.
party.
Okay. So, Harmony, what's up?
I will move cautiously forward, shield up. Sword at
Okay.
the ready.
Moving toward the pyramid or
No. Kind of making a path towards the pyramid, yes.
okay. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is an 11.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity save.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That is a 14.
All right, just barely not enough. So as you're stepping forward, you don't notice that the color of the fungus on the ground shift pretty significantly.
Ooh.
And as you step on the color, a burst of acid erupts out of the ground and just absolutely covers you. It burns. It's not pleasant. You take 4 acid damage and are coated, so you'll continue taking acid damage until it wears off or until
Or I
somebody.
brush it off.
Ooh.
Because that's how acid works generally.
Yeah. So you're just taking your action to scrape it off then.
Yeah. Careful. These things
Would
have
that-
acid on them.
Would that be enough to wake me? If that was that like a big burst?
I am going to let Harmony decide if she screamed loud enough to wake someone.
Nah, not her. She's stoic.
Okay, so yeah, you guys watch as she just kind of like takes it.
So yeah, that's unfortunate.
Okay, well, still snoozing then.
Yep. Okay.
I'd like to do investigate, if that's possible.
Yeah, I want to try and see if there's something that I can decipher regarding like the mushrooms themselves. So I guess nature. If that's something that I can do, or I could do a normal investigation.
All right. So Tiny wanted to do an investigation first, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll that for me here. And what are you looking for?
I'd like to investigate, I guess, the so just so I have the scene, is the pyramid in the middle of all the mushrooms?
Yes, it's in the center of the clearing. Like
Okay,
there's a circle of this acid spitting fungus, there's a circle of the same stuff you've been walking on this whole time, and then there's a circle of mushrooms that are as tall as trees around the outside.
Okay, so I'd like to investigate around the clearing, just to see if there's a way to the pyramid, like if there's like a safe path that I didn't see before or something like that.
Oh, sure. Since you're actually looking for it, and you know that you're looking at these different colors, yeah, it becomes pretty clear there's a path. You just have to go around to the side.
Oh. That's easy. I guess, oi, after looking around a bit, I'm kind of noticing something. I imagine you're supposed to get to this stupid pyramid thing. That's what your sense is, all right, Mr. Robot Dude?
Yes, yes. Where the pyramid? Ah, yes. I use my archaeology for my servers and my memory banks. I analyze. I like to analyze and do what do you call it?
You'd like to know who
History
built it,
check?
how
Yes,
old
yes,
it is, something along
yes,
those lines.
because whenever I enter Runo Dungeon, you can correctly ascertain its original purpose, determine its builders, whether they are doors, determine what other race they were.
Within reason.
Actually, no, that's actually part of my background.
Yeah, no, this is similar to the dwarf stone cunning. So
Oh.
yes, actually, Zeke can determine,
Mhm.
although he's not entirely certain how he knows some of these things. So this pyramid was actually built by a race of penguin creatures. Back,
Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You know what
Wait a
this makes me
minute.
think of?
what?
Gunther!
Gunther! Gunther!
Gunther! I can't do his voice.
What on
No.
earth?
Please continue, Celine. I need to know more about these penguin people.
Yes.
I have a feeling and this is just I have a feeling I know what the hell these tokens are going to look like right now, and I have a feeling I know the exact freaking setting of this goddamn campaign now.
No, you don't.
Okay, maybe not. Could okay.
I can
I'm
say that
sorry.
without most certainty.
Okay. Are you sure we're not in Super Mario World?
Very certain.
I mean, we got with you and Cross. It's we got Mario and Luigi.
With the ass.
Mushroom
recently.
Kingdom, here we come!
I mean, with you, you're
Let's
just
go!
going. I mean, you were going Mario with Luigi.
Mario.
Oh, speaking of which, Mario's gone. And
Their empire has fallen several millennia in the past. These
They-
creatures no longer exist as far as anyone is aware. However, the ruins stand as a testament to their engineering skills.
Okay. Empire. Do they have any relation to any of the Empire that I knew of at the time? Are they older than me?
Weirdly enough, the timelines don't mix. So the things you've experienced in your world do not seem to have impacted how long ago these penguins existed in this world. There's no basis for comparison.
Do I tell them what now? What is the function of this temple?
The temple appears to house some sort of an artifact as an object of worship, and also as just generally a way to make adventurers jump through the hoop of collecting it.
I almost felt like that was almost subtly saying, and another way to do story progression.
I'm already tearing back the meta far enough, letting you know these details. How dare you call me out on my storytelling technique?
Perfect background! Now, please, now what other more details can you meta for this shit for me, please?
Just milk it. Fucking
Look
milk
at the
it,
ruins
man.
yourself if you want to know more about the penguin people. They've probably got reliefs and Perez's sitting around for people to investigate.
Okay. I'm just following my background classes, all just making sure I know everything I want to know about the location we're at.
Hey, you're not a bard. You don't get to criticize my storytelling.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying I get to know all the secrets.
Within reason, because God,
what-
can
Yeah.
tell you.
True. True. You're not wrong. But let's see all the meta now, shall we? So I know the artifact. It holds an artifact. Do I know what the artifact is?
No, that is not provided by your background.
Ah, clever.
Other than
okay.
you know it's very clearly been housed here specifically for that purpose.
Now, do I get to know what the monetary value of that object is?
Maybe if you had it in your hands to look at it, you could appraise it. So,
Clever,
number
okay.
one, I believe it is still your turn. What are you doing?
Yes. I would like to. Well,
You are
I
not
go
number
in-
one.
One's the
Oh,
bunny.
yeah,
Number
never
one's
mind.
the bunny.
Sorry. Center Uterus syndrome kicking in. Sorry.
Wait, since I can see a clear path to the entrance of the pyramid, I'm gonna go ahead and head through it and head toward the pyramid.
Okay, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is just a moment, please. 11.
Okay, and are you actively looking for traps, or are you just like wandering through?
I'm actively looking.
Okay, roll me a perception then.
Why did you say it? Now they're wary.
Oh no, I was anyway. I was just waiting for things.
Yeah, no, see, Tiny Foxtrot is polite.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Huh. It's 20, but not natural.
Okay, so as you're going up the steps, you do notice a series of. Every once in a while, one of the steps will be raised just a little bit or look just slightly off. So you can be reasonably confident those are pressure plates. You can also see them and move around them because you're apparently a very perceptive little bunny.
Hey, when you're an artificer, you have to be.
You
Otherwise,
are
you'll
not wrong.
explode.
All
Oi!
right.
Olia! There's pressure plates. Don't be activating any traps.
Oh.
Thank you for the
Right.
info.
That's handy.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So is everybody heading up the steps?
Yes.
Yes.
Leading the way.
I don't have a choice. I'm
Okay.
still glued to the mechanical man Z.
Are you still asleep?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Why?
sorry,
Because
what?
nobody noticed me.
I swear, if you sleep through this entire adventure, I'm gonna lose it.
I mean, hey, it's something to happen.
If you have the option to be stuck to Segamus for hours on end, why wouldn't you?
Of course.
True. Stick with me, little buddy. Oh, right. Well, I kind of look at the bag and I go. I'm almost tempted to actually cast animal communication with the bag and kind of go. How long is he sleeping for?
I mean, if you want to, you go ahead.
Oh wait, actually, I still have animal speaking on, so I can actually still speak with the animal.
How long did it last?
It should
Technically
only
an
last 10
aberration.
minutes.
Really?
Yeah, so I should still be able to speak with him within the last minute or two. But yeah.
Huh.
Ah.
So how long do they sleep for? I see.
This is the
I almost
closest
choked.
she's gonna sleep in ages.
Well, I suppose I should be flattered then.
I mean, you could be flatter, but I don't think most creatures like being flat.
I said, well put. Touche.
So we're very touched to you. What's your point?
Well, I suppose we should get going now, shall we?
I like this pun spewing mimic.
I love my bag.
Well, the pun's out of the bag, I guess.
Actually,
Shut
now,
the fuck up!
before I do forget, what is your actual name?
Oh, let's just stick with Bag. I don't think she necessarily wants to talk too much about me.
Well, if you wish, as you wish.
Hey,
Let's move
thank
on.
you. I appreciate it.
Of course. No. We go forward through the we keep aware of the traps and go forward and follow the bunny. The bunny bunny.
All right. Yeah. So you guys make it up to the very top, and there is a clear, large stone arch at the very top of it. Inside, there's a small pillar, and on top of the pillar is what looks to be a set of collector's albums. So if you've ever seen those leather-bound, they almost look like books from the outside, but there are slots in them that you can put like commemorative coins or stamps or Pokemon cards or things like that inside of.
We found the ancient Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
We found a time capsule.
Sorry.
Well, in this case, you don't necessarily see the inside at this point, but yeah, they're sitting on these pedestals. There's just 4 of them sitting there. Or sorry, 5 of them.
That's
Is
awesome.
there-
No.
My first thoughts are, anyone here know how to detect traps?
Don't look at me.
I can look around.
Oh, let me investigate. Let me take a look.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Alright, I
roll
got a
here.
17.
Investigation modifier is it? It's 5. I got a 16.
Alright. You look around and you don't really see any traps this time.
Right. Then we suppose we should wait. Can anyone analyze magic?
Yeah, I can.
I suppose, would you be able to analyze whether or not those tomes may contain anything?
Can you just wake
mean,
that
not-
Lier person up? It's starting to get on my nerves.
We'll wake them up
Mm,
once we
let's
figure it
see.
out. Please. Hmm?
See here. Detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Concentration up to 10 minutes. Okay. And takes 1 action.
1 action to cast it normally or a full minute to cast it as a ritual.
I'm just gonna cast it normally.
Okay. Alright. Well, the entire temple lights up like a Christmas tree. There were all kinds of magics that not only went into making this place, but into keeping it from decaying or falling into the general fungus that seems to be among us.
Flashbang.
Flashbang? What?
If the
What?
entire temple starts to glow, that's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's like-
glow.
Well, that's
Or-
a lot of glow that only the person who casts Detect Magic can see.
Poor them.
Oh yeah, true.
There also seems to be some kind of ward on the pedestal itself. Like, there's some magic going on, but you can't tell exactly what it does.
Alright. Everything here is brighter than a damn Christmas tree. There's magic everywhere.
Huh.
That's
that-
interesting.
That pedestal in particular looks pretty protected.
Then do you suppose whether or not we should investigate those tomes, or do you think we should move on?
You know what? I don't know anything about this stupid game. I'm guessing this is possibly the token they want.
Well, as you say that, like, I go, hold on, and I'm taking off like one of my boots. I hold it up, jostle it upside down. What comes out of my shoe?
One of the tokens. Same sort of one that everyone else has been getting.
Now, when in the hell did this get on my foot?
How did you not notice? You've been walking on it.
I don't know. Maybe it just apparated?
If this point, then it feels as if the longer we spend here, the more tokens we come across.
Shouldn't that be all of them?
In theory, yes, but I have a feeling 4 of us get 1 token each. If
Who
my
here
theory
has
is
an intelligence of at least 14?
An intelligence of 14. Fuck.
I'm robot, sorry.
I have an intelligence of 17.
Okay, roll me an intelligence check here, please.
Am I gonna have an idea? Let's find out. Where is my thing?
I'm
Don't
wishing
remember.
for
Light bulb
something
moment.
evil right now.
What?
I know nothing.
Oh no, did you get in that one?
I got a natural one.
No! Oh my
Plus 3 is a 4.
My wish came true.
God damn it, Dogman.
My curse is complete.
How dare you?
What the? Okay, Tiny, remind me what you're wearing.
I'm wearing light leather armor. My specialty is smithing, so I have like gauntlets on, and high leather boots, and then I have goggles and a
Okay.
leather apron.
All right. So, your apron suddenly feels fairly heavy, and yeah, you're pretty confident that Sega's right. This is clearly just a matter of how much time you spend there.
So my apron just suddenly feels heavy?
I mean, you can take a look at your inventory and see whether or not everything's accounted for.
I do that then.
You seem to have an extra gold coin sitting on your person.
Oh, look at there. I think the robot man's correct.
Huh.
Oh, crap.
So if that's the case, why only 4 tokens for 4 teams? If that's unless... Oh... Robot not smart, but based off the text
Snores.
I've read, I believe it could be more than just simply 4 tokens. Unless we're the only ones where it's happening to, and all the other teams will be coming to us.
That doesn't
Huh.
seem likely.
That's all possible. But you're a big, like, knowledge robot thing with information. Are these tomes important?
They could potentially, I mean, tomes in general could either contain magic of use to us or knowledge of use to us. In a temple like this, where you said was lit like a Christmas tree, I believe, then at that point those tomes would have something important. Whether or not they're protected or not, I suppose, is there something of we could, is it the was it the tomes themselves, or was it the podium themselves that had some sort of ward you mentioned?
The tomes themselves don't seem to be warded. It's the pedestal on which they sit that seems to have some magic going on.
Then
God's dead.
Okay. And if that's the space, then that might be a magical pressure plate. As soon as the tomes are lifted from this thing, something will happen. We could swap the tomes out for something equal weight, or just at the right moment without it setting off the trap, and thereby taking the tomes for our investigation. Do you have anything that might be of similar weight to it?
I don't even know how much this would even weigh. And it would be magical weight, right? How would you determine magical weight?
Well, it's not so much the magical. If the tomes don't have the magic on them, then it is the actual ward itself. There's no signature on the tome, but just simply on the plate. So it's just think of it like a pressure plate, but except magical. Then
Well-
at that point, I suppose, is there? Oh, I have an idea.
Dude.
I might have an ability to do something. Alright. What if we manage to actually what do you reckon we do? Do we simply just grab the tomes and hope for the best, or do we search more of the temple to see if there's something more here?
It's up to you guys.
Nobody actually watches the VC chat, right?
Oh, I'm
Oh,
watching
I've been
it.
Okay,
peeking.
just make just.
I don't.
I feel kind of alone.
Oh, oh, sorry. No,
I'm not. I'm drawing at the same time as we're gaming, just so my audience has something to watch while we're
Yeah.
talking.
Ah.
I have a feeling. Actually, Bun, would you be able to scout out and see if there's any more, anything else throughout the temple? And would you be able to accompany them? Oh, what is your character's name? Road.
Lance.
Lance, and Bun, would you two be able to go scout out more for the rest of the temple? Will we analyze these tomes and see if we can come up with an idea?
Sounds well
Well,
enough.
Well, I don't see why not.
Alright. Alright then. I'll stick around with Sleepy and where is it? Where is it? Sorry, I'm looking at the name of Easy's character. It is
Harmony.
Harmony. Me, Harmony, and Sleepy will hang back and look at and analyze the material.
Well, all right then.
Mm.
I guess I'll
you're
scout
gonna
ahead.
analyze. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you're gonna analyze, and I'm gonna make sure you don't get squished while you do it. I guess.
I suppose so. Well, come on then, Nonce.
Alright, let's see what we can find around here.
Okay. You guys go looking around. There are several small stones that look to be about the same weight as one of those tomes would probably be.
Ooh.
There's rocks. It's a fairly large structure, but there doesn't seem to be any way to get inside. And the pressure plates are still spaced around. They're still very much there. Other than that, it's a pretty standard stone building.
Are there any
Middleman.
Are there any inscriptions about anything that would be like a clue or a riddle or something?
There are some inscriptions, but they look more like writing or drawings of penguin people playing. Like, don't get me wrong, they're very cute. There's a lot of like penguins sliding down hills and penguins dancing and throwing balls around. I mean, these guys pretty clearly had their own lives and culture, but there wasn't necessarily anything related to what's sitting in the middle of the room there.
That's adorable.
That is adorable.
All along, it's just their bedtime stories.
I mean, there's an easy way to find out.
I suppose we could. Or I should be immune to magic, so I suppose I should pick up the one. I could try picking up one of the tomes. All right. How many tomes are there? Are there any colors or differences?
Nope, they're all black, leather bound.
Wait a second. I'm stuck to you. Oh no! I can't even stop this.
You're still asleep, and you're still there.
You're stuck with them.
Oh no.
So, I mean, I suppose you could try having Squeaky say something, but I don't think it's a little too late because the mimic would be like, oh, let's just let this thing happen.
Celine had control of the mimic. I didn't.
Oh well, then you're fucked. Maybe. I left one. I go up to the books and actually, is there any? I look around. Oh, actually, I have an idea.
Ooh.
I'd use a cantrip and I shape Earth. Actually, no way. I use a cantrip mold Earth. Yes, I mold some Earth to shape the same shape and basically same shape of those books.
You make a replacement book out of dirt.
Yes, I make a replacement book out of dirt with the same consistency of the dirt of the book, if that makes any sense.
You're
I tried
trying
to make
something at the same mass.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've got an Indiana Jones style substitute book.
Yep, that's the one. And I go up to it and I try to swap them out.
Okay.
Do I need to do a?
Shouldn't
I
you get
need-
somebody who's good at, that sort of thing? Like my sister, for instance?
Can we remember that
look,
even in Indiana Jones it didn't work?
So,
good point.
you guys
Good.
watch as
Too
he
late.
goes over and
Uh-huh.
hefts this book in one hand and is bent over, very carefully watching, and slides one of the books out as they slide the stone book in, and yeah, they've got a book.
Huh.
Well, not
Work.
Opening it up, there are 4 circles that have been cut out on the inside.
Oh, oh, this I, like I need to write down the names. I swear to God. Harmony, do you have any coins on you?
I mean,
And
yeah, but I'll need them later.
I have a feeling these coins might fit into the slots of the book. I grab my coin out and I place it into into the one slot in the book, and try to
All
fit
right.
it in.
As you place it in, this little spark of light circles around the outside of the coin. It doesn't seem like it's coming back out of the book.
Right.
Oh.
And I kind of whisper to Bag because I still Bag, could you spit out Liar's coin for me, please?
Yeah, the bag spits out the coin.
Thank you. Thank you,
Grab a
Bag.
coin.
Celine, I thought
And
the bag was loyal to me.
Yeah.
Well, you're asleep, so.
You thought wrong,
Yeah,
bitch.
they shouldn't. Okay, I'm at least gonna call it.
You're
listen,
asleep.
I'm at
You
lea-
can't do
No,
shit.
no, shush. I'm gonna call out this injustice. The bag is part of my character at the very freaking least.
You've
It's
been
sentient.
riding Sega for hours. Let him have this.
I will. It's
Who's
just a
been the
bag thing.
Your bag likes me more.
You're on my
Sorry.
murder list.
You don't know any of this is happening, so this is too
I
meta.
know.
All right.
Anyway,
so you've got the coin.
I put the other. I say thank you to the bag, and I put the coin into the book.
As you try to push it in, a spark of silver light springs out, and it smacks you in the face before falling to the ground. The noise is enough to wake the bear up.
What happened? Are we being attacked? Why am I
I-
so stuck to you?
I looked over
I-
to
I-
the others. What is going on
I-
over there?
We found a book which fits coins in it, and apparently it likes my coin, but not theirs. Could you?
My
Could you?
coin?
Yes.
Hey! Just unsticks. Just grabs coin.
Oh.
What the frick were you doing with my coin?
Well, it made sense to have the coin to put in the book. I showed the book to Lier and the 4 other spots with coins in them. I assume that's where the coins come from. And if we want out of this place, I assume the best way we can do is
Do I
that.
see another book? Do I see other books?
Yeah, there are 4 of them left on the pedestal, plus 1 fake made out of stone.
I suppose I should try to make replacements for the others.
First, you should have examined in each book.
Although,
Oh, you make a right point. Maybe they're. Oh.
Everybody pick a book.
Oh.
Also, the fake book is kind of unnerving me.
The reason, wait, before they learn moves, I fill them in on the fact that it might be booby trapped with a magic ward on the tablet. If we don't, and I gave them my theory on it.
Okay, move back.
I move back like 10 feet away from the darn thing. I'm gonna pull out a toothy handle.
Toothy handle.
And I'm going to gently rub my thumb on it.
Make an attack roll.
What are you doing?
I'm using the mimic's sticky slime, sticky to grabby bookie. Okay, attack roll. You mean?
Yes.
Okay.
AC 10.
Okay.
This might not work.
We'll see.
Okay.
And what about the trap? You can see why
Okay.
I replaced the book, yes.
And this is why I stayed away.
Meh.
10 feet away. Okay,
I
so
suggest-
that is
I look at the others in panic. I think we should move now.
So that's
Yeah,
an
probably.
18. That's an 18 overall.
Yeah, that'll hit. Okay, so Lier takes what looks initially to be just a small rod and swings it. A tongue stretches out from the rod, slaps onto one of the books, and then yoinks the book back to Lier's hand. Nothing happens.
Huh.
And that's why I think I'm. You know what? I'll keep that for later. Anyways,
Just approaches the bookshelf.
it's just a bookshelf.
I open the book.
The
Also,
one that you've already got?
hmm?
The one that you've already got?
Yes, the one I got.
Okay, yeah, same story, 4 circles.
Okay, the next one.
You go to pull it off?
I didn't I already pull it off?
You pulled
You
one
pulled
off. Are you pulling
one.
the second?
Oh, I thought he passed me the other book.
Okay, let's try this. Let's see. Maybe it's 4 coins each. 4. How many of us are there?
There's
6.
You look around and there are only
Wait.
5 of you.
Where'd your sister go again?
Okay.
Just places my coin in the book.
Okay. Gold sparks around the edge, and the coin stays sealed inside the book.
Okay, so this is my book. You have your book. Anybody else want to have a book before they're all gone? And
mean,
then
I
we have
guess.
to-
Yeah, I'll
Before
go
we-
for one as well.
Well, you're gonna have to fight for it because there's one book that doesn't inspire truth, and it's that one.
I point at the stone book. It's a stone book, right? It looks like a stone book.
Yes, it's the one that Sega made and put in place and then told you had been put in place.
Yes. I was
Oh.
being cautious.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't there before. Sorry, I got confused.
All
Anyways,
good. I was being cautious.
So there are 4 books all overall,
Mhm.
right?
There are 5
Mhm.
books with 4
5
slots each.
Okay, there are 5 books.
Okay,
Wait.
everybody
Books in
grab a book
total,
then.
4 slots in each book.
I have a sinking suspicion. I may not be bright, but if we add the numbers together, 4 people, 5 books, 4 slots each.
We need 20
I have a
coins.
feel we need 20 coins, not 4.
Can I just mention one
mess.
thing? It's 1 a.m. 13 here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we need to close this off for a part 2?
I'm
Can
cool with
we,
that.
please? Because I kind of don't want to be late
Do
again.
we want a part 2 to this? Is this something
I would
that...
love.
I'm
I
down
would
for a
love
part
it.
2.
I would love it, absolutely. Let me
Yeah.
just write down book with coin in my items.
Okay. Johnny Foxtrot, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't mind getting into a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Um,
tell me when.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Obviously, I
Alright.
don't think we're going to do this like super immediately. Like we're still gonna have to plan to like figure out what days, times, is better for everyone, and so on.
And yes,
and
gonna
figure
have
out
to
some
give it-
better interpersonal dynamics, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, I'm also going to be out of the country for a month.
Yeah.
In a
I
couple
mean,
weeks here, yeah.
Yeah,
Do-
I'll be out of the country from the 3rd to the 31st.
I'm sorry, but will you have internet?
All the same, like this is kind.
Um,
I'm assuming that this is meant to be a vacation for Zagamus. So while
Oh.
it would be fun,
Yeah.
let's not pressure.
I'm not
If you
pressuring,
want-
it's asking.
I mean, I
If
could
you want to
technically,
do-
I could theoretically do it in the States, but I don't think I could stream it.
Yeah, let's not assume that you're going to do that, Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would everyone be okay reconvening next week?
I would
yeah,
be
I'm
down.
down.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we
Okay.
wanting same bad time,
Yeah,
same
we can
bad
pick this
channel,
up.
or do
Yeah,
we
I
want
guess
to get?
so.
Let's just plan to do it again next week. Same time, same channel.
Okay.
Sure, that works for me. That works for me.
Yeah.
I just gotta let you know I'm gonna have to leave around 5 because I have a work party
Right.
at 6 o'clock. So
Cool.
I'll have to leave. I'll be able to be here for like, if we started at like 1, I could do it for 4 hours.
Right.
If I was at 2, I can do it for 3 hours. If that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Problem
Yep.
What time is it for you right now?
Do what now?
Oh,
What
We
time
started
zone?
at 2 a.m. Sega's time.
Yeah.
Or
It
sorry.
is. It's 12:15 for me.
It's 5:14 p.m. for me right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, for me, when it comes to next Wednesday, I'm not going to be getting out of work until 9 Eastern. That would be what, 1 a.m. for you, Zega. So in order to give us time,
1 a.m.
Yeah.
Wait, 1 a.m. for in the morning of this same day, or do you mean 1 a.m. at night for me?
No, I think road means 1 p.m.
Yeah, sorry.
1 p.m. Okay.
9
Oh,
p.m.
well,
subtract 8 hours.
Yeah.
We get
oh,
your-
if that's the case,
Yeah.
then if it's just 1 p.m., then that's perfect.
Well, that's when I
It's-
get out of work. I would still
What?
need time
Oh.
to get everything prepared for everyone. So the earliest that I would be comfortable to get things set up for next time would be 9:30 for me, 1:30 for you.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Is that okay with
Okay.
everyone here?
Yeah.
That's like a
Yeah.
half hour earlier than today. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
What
it's
time?
tight, but I'd be able to
This is a
swing
mess. I can't hear.
that. 9:30 Eastern.
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
PM.
I'm gonna go
30.
sleep now, but
And
I do wish to talk to all of you soonish as well.
Yeah.
Especially Tiny Foxtrot, Easy, and Zagama, so we can
Huh?
better acquaint ourselves than we were before. That
Okay.
way
Yeah.
we can work on the team dynamic and get
Yep.
used to each other, you know?
Yep.
Personally, don't
Okay.
don't need to get used to all of you. I just want you guys to be used to me.
Oh yeah.
You don't. None of you bother me if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, I bother
No,
everyone terribly, I know.
Listen,
Anyway,
listen.
Um,
It's
I'm
just
such a bastard.
it's just to make the cogs run a little easier, you know?
Yeah.
I guess I don't see, like, besides not having an established system at first, I don't have any problem with y'all. Like, I don't know.
Mm.
You know what? Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll figure
well,
it out
thank
after
you everyone
stream.
for joining us this week.
Yee.
I think
Yeah.
it's about time we do our wrap-ups. So,
Mhm.
Yee.
Chaos.
Chaos.
I'll
Well-
probably.
Chaos.
But yes, thank you guys for the D&D session. Honestly, it was an absolute delight, and honestly, I'm glad we got to do this again. I'm glad I actually got to be a part of D&D again, and I'm
Of
really looking forward to
course.
doing more. But yeah, for sure. But brains go burr. I'm still going to be I'm still going to be continuing on with my stream. I'll just change it to something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much
Of
for the fun.
Yeah, and thank you for like everyone here for hopping over, like, and especially with all of like the personal stuff that's been going on. Celine, Easy, like just really everyone here, thank you for sticking by. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, for
Hell
sure.
yeah. Hell
Alright.
yeah.
well, thank you everyone. And if I don't see you before then, I will see you next week on Wednesday.
Yee, now go get sleep, Celine.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
We love
Thanks.
you, but go sleep.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hope you're not getting sick.
It's hard to say. I might just be exhausted. Apparently, I don't sleep enough.
Fingers crossed
I'll
for
talk
you,
to you
love.
guys later.
Alright,
Big
go
love,
sleep.
Steve,
Bye,
for sure.
Celine.
Yee,
Good night.
Good night.
yee, and I'm going to do my outro as well. So,
Same here.
yee,
So,
Oh,
alright, thank you everyone. It was a
Yee.
pleasure to meet all of you.
yee.
I'm
It was a
just
pleasure
gonna
meeting
shout.
you as well.
Bye.
I'm going to shout you guys out real quick.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Sega.
Thank
Oh
you.
no.
Of course. Let me see. Let me see. Tiny, teeny, tiny, teeny, da, da, da. But anyway.
I'm trying to spell your name over on Twitch. It's like, God damn it.
No.
Where are you? Where are you? Hold. There you are. Tiny Foxtrot. Okay, so I go. Tiny Foxtrot.
Sorry,
Yes.
did I just hear tiny fuck? I think I'm tired.
No, not Tiny
clearly
Foxtrot.
tired.
No.
I'm really tired.
Yeah. So it's just tiny. Teeny. Oh,
Teeny tiny foxtrot.
Oh,
okay.
that would be adorable.
Teen Tie Foxtrot and Road, you two were streaming, and I was
Yeah.
streaming. So who else was?
I didn't stream because I thought I wasn't allowed to because we were streaming on Roach channel.
Sorry. We should have communicated that more. Like, people are allowed
Yes.
to stream their own ends when it comes to D&D stuffs.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I was just drawing so my audience had something to look at while I was talking and listening to everyone.
Oh
So-
shit! I was just showing what Road was showing, and
I don't know how to do that.
oh, I can teach you how to do that. You just do go to OBS and you just do like what to call it okay, what the hell is it called? It's called window capture. That's it. Window capture.
Oh,
Yes.
that's smart. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll know for the future. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my outro. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
course.
See you next week.
Yeah,
Bye
and
bye.
I'm
Hi
sorry.
guys.
Bye.
My free channel.
Yeah, and Easy, I'm
Also-
sorry about that miscommunication there.
It be what it be.
Bye bye.
Zagamas, you're not gonna have the chance to shout me out. Besides, I don't even have really anything to shout out.
Yet.
Good night.
Good night.
If y'all want to look up the Dogman, though,
God damn it.
on Twitter, which one do you want people to know about Dogman?
Aren't people gonna delete Twitter soon?
I have no idea. It's something.
It's something.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Do what you think is best. It's not like it's gonna affect my reputation that I don't have.
Yeah. All right. So
Well,
if
I
y'all
just
want to
wanna go
see
sleep.
what Dogman does, just for shits and giggles, look up @LewdHavoc on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
You know, I have so much regret. I need to draw more. I haven't drawn in a while.
Oh, good.
Anyways, I'm gonna go sleep now, for real now.
Yeah,
Bye.
go sleep.
Bye-bye.
Ye-
And I will catch you guys, and thank you again for a lovely time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you for hopping over, Zago, honestly.
Of course.
Ye-
Let me see. I will catch you guys around.
ye-
So, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
Ye-
Oh, and Easy Me, give
Yeah.
big love and hugs to me for me to cross, okay?
Thank you.
Of course, big lots of love to you both, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye bye.
Ye- All right. Well, Easy, are you doing okay?
I'll live. I'm just not feeling well.
Okay. You want me to just let you be for now while I do my outro?
Yeah, you go ahead and do your outro.
Okay. Well, thanks so much to everyone that has hopped over. Thank you so much for also bearing through the chaos that was internet going burr and in all the wrong ways. Celine, thank you so much for the guiding the raid. We're going to raid out to Demon Lord Pyro coming up. Thanks so much for that. Let's do a quick round of outros. If this stream, warts and all, is something that you would like to watch more often, please feel free to stick around and follow. If you want to keep check on scheduling, want to talk with anyone that has been on the live stream today and then some, feel free to join in the Discord. If you want to check up on any scheduling without the community, because it might be overstimulating, feel free to check out the Twitter. If you want to check out any VODs that have been archived or want to see what I've done in the past, please feel free to check out the YouTube. If you want to donate or anything, please be sure to also check out my coffee. And while we are going through this whole spiel, let me also set up the subscriber specific raid message. We do have the normal raid message there. But yes, let's get this going. I do, again, want to thank everyone that has hopped over with all the chaos that has been going on Like, this was a really nice change of pace, and I really appreciate everyone that has been here, including you, Easy. Like, and I.
Of course, thank you.
Yeah. So, let's see. I gotta find the name of the person again because my thing is being a derp. There we go. So, let's get this raid going. So, do know that while this is the end of stream, this is not the end of our time together, as the Road to Dusk will always be open for another stream. Please remember to have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your time zone, as we say. Bye-bye.